Yeah. Well, yeah, we're just gonna do the trailer now,
to
guys.
balance the fractures within ourselves.
We're just gonna do the trailer now, guys. Let's do it now.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
They said 6:30. They said 6:30. Whatever. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it, buddy.
Let's get out of here.
It's not gonna be long. We're not gonna be long, guys. Yeah, we're gonna see. It's up right now. It's up right now, and I can't hear anything. So be right back. The reason I can't hear anything is because of the wrong plug-in. That's the reason why. It's nothing to do with you guys. But come in. All right, guys. What's up? All right. Now let's see. Now let's see. All right. They said 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, 6:30 Pacific, but they lied. Whatever. Let's go. Let's get right into it. It's all right. Let's get into it. Okay.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us
Emerson
today?
Musical.
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to live on. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed? Are there?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
Oh man. Hey, we got Steve Coogan in the film. Yeah, so yes, it's definitely a musical. I want to see a film, but Degrassi wants to come in. Definitely fits. I honestly don't know how I feel about this. This film. This trailer. Yeah, I'm like Thank you, Blinded. That's how I feel. I don't know, like I don't feel like I know. I know this is a Black Label Batman, but I don't feel like this is relatable to Batman. Period at all and anything. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. Okay, I guess it's because I guess it's I guess it's because I like how Joker is portrayed in the comics. I like the character from the comics and how he is in the comics. And this doesn't feel. I know it's Black Label. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah. It's a different character. It's not really relatable. It's like think of it as just a. Gotta find the shit fuck. But I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't know. Say what I think. I oh, you want me to say it? I don't want a fucking musical I don't want a comic book movie to be a musical. I don't want to. Okay. That's what I want to say. There, you heard it. What there? There's that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't want a fucking comic book movie to be a fucking musical. And if it's and definitely not Joker. I mean, yeah, Joker has sang and other things. Yeah. Okay, Blind. Yeah, I gave you the link. I sent you Discord. I don't. This is not Batman. God damn it! Like seriously. I don't know. I'm not whipping. Like I don't know. I'll still probably see the movie, but I fucking hate look, I don't hate musicals. Okay, I think some movies are better off as musicals, stuff like that. I just don't think comic book movies should be musicals. I don't care if Lady Gaga is in it, and obviously, yeah, the reason they got her is obviously, but oh my god. I fucking. Oh my god. Ah, come on, Blind. I got you. I send it to you, man. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at it again. They're, they're trying to make a crazy sympathetic, lovesick character in this trailer. Here's the thing about the Joker. I know people are gonna get back at me, Black Label, the thing that this does not need to be a Joker movie. I mean, both of them did not be a Joker movie. Okay. Here's the thing about the Joker. The Joker is not a lovesick puppy. Okay. He's crazy, but I don't know what to make of this, George. I'm sorry. I don't know what to make of this trailer. I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what your thoughts are, man.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a competent movie. I'll give it that. The one thing I'll give this, because I've been going scorched earth on certain things. I like Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, so that's what this movie has going for me.
Yeah. It's just I want to see it again. Let's see it again.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey.
Okay, he's in Arkham. Okay.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
Oh, come on. Ah,
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
what has he done in his life? I gotta admit, this looks cool though. But the spotlight. But this is probably in his head too.
Let's get out of here.
This is definitely
What?
this is definitely a hallucination. I guarantee this is a hallucination.
I mean, he's known for hallucinating.
Yeah. And here's the thing. In the comics and the TV shows, Joker doesn't hallucinate. He pretends he's hallucinating, but he doesn't have hallucinations though. He'll pretend. Because there's a belief. Joker legally is insane in the comics and the show, right? He's technically legally insane, but there's also a belief that the Joker is not insane and he knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, like he knows exactly what he's doing is right, it's wrong, but he just doesn't give a shit. But you could clearly tell that in these films, he does suffer from mental illness. Where some people believe the actual character Joker, doesn't really suffer from mental illness. He's just basically an nihilism, a narcissist, someone who believes in chaos, and doesn't play by the society's rules. Let's continue.
The world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to live love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed?
Of course, she's real. I think she's real.
I'll tell you
Definitely.
what's changed.
I do think she's real.
You're not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
Yeah, please.
I want to see the real you.
Okay. Yeah, and she's probably suffering from hallucinations. So we got obviously she's Harley Quinn. No, she's not. She's just a patient. Like she really is a patient. She's not seduced by the Joker because as you know, Harley. The reason Harley Quinn's out becomes Harley Quinn is that the Joker kind of makes her pity him, and that makes Harley fall in love and the ability to do whatever it takes for Joker. And here it's just it looks like actual love between Joker and Harley. Like there's actual love between them, and they're sharing madness together. This is not like where the Joker pretends to love Harley. He sees Harley as a sucker more than as an actual person to love. Because Joker, if you really know Joker doesn't love anybody. Joker just loves chaos. The only thing that matters is him. It's really not. It's not really chaos. Is not really what he enjoys the most. It's actually Batman. Now I'm not not in a sexual way, just in a way where he sees Batman as so Batman is someone who he sees a common world with, where the world is dark, right? A common mindset view of the world, right? Except Batman, Batman believes it could get better. Obviously, with Gotham, it could get better. But Joker believes no, this is how the world is, and
He's an agent of chaos.
yeah, and he's trying to prove Batman the opposite, right? Like stuff like that, and his only reason for existing is really Batman. Without Batman, there is really no Joker. Obviously, in this universe, as you know from the first film, George and the others in the chat, Batman was a little kid at the time, so it doesn't really make sense for him to come yet. I don't know how many years. I don't know how many years this is gonna take place after that film. I don't know. In the film, in the movie, rise, not in real life. I don't know how many years. Even so, even if it's like 3, even if it's 5 years, I think it'll still be. I think Bruce will be a teenager by then, right? And he'll probably be at school, but preparing for his crusade, to become Batman eventually. So he wouldn't be and eventually, if they make a third film, I'm just saying hypothetically, if they make a third film, it should take place 15 years after the first film, when Bruce Wayne is Batman, and they can finally put Batman into the picture, and we can have Joker's point of view. Point of view when dealing with Batman, and maybe Hardy too. Of course, Hardy will be back, of course, and they'll have their point of view dealing with Batman. That's how I would do it. Yeah, that's the thing though. So since he's on trial, right? So yeah, he's definitely not getting parole. Yeah. Now, obviously, they said this could be a musical. I don't know how I feel about comic book movies being a musical. Honestly, I really don't know how I feel about Joker being a musical in general. I'm so in the comics, when Bruce's parents died, it's between 8 and 11 years old, I believe. I believe it's actually 10 or 11 when his parents got murdered. So, but this Joker, I don't know how smart he is. Okay, I don't know how talented he is, because Joker is a very talented character. Okay, I don't know what his potential is at this Joker. I don't know if it's gonna be as dangerous as the other Jokers we've seen from Dark Knight. Even Jared Leto's Joker was a little dangerous, but Jack Nicholson's Joker, because right? Because we saw with Jack Nicholson's Joker is a bit of craziness, but with a dark side, a sadistic side, right? What we saw with Heath Ledger's Joker was not really a crazy side, but a very, very, I want to say narcissistic, but a very, very nihilistic, chaos, dangerous kind of Joker. And even though, and I'll say this, I'll defend Jared Leto's Joker to an extent. He is kind of creepy, and Joker is sometimes creepy. He could be a creepy character. Okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. You're right. Okay. Now I don't know. Like, this Joker in comparison might just be. I don't know. He might be. I don't know what he's gonna his potential is. I blinded. I sent you a link. I can't. Okay. I sent you a link. Now, and we also got Barry Cogan's Joker, Cohegan's Joker. If I said his last name right, we don't know about him, his Joker yet. That's very early stages. I'm sure I'm sure James Gunn's playing a Joker for his universe at some point. I don't know what his Joker is going to be like. Okay. Yeah, so I don't feel like this. Yeah, this is a Joker name. I feel like George. Basically, I'm saying this doesn't necessarily be related to Batman at all. It's just let's call it the Joker. It'll make money. It'll make $1 billion like the last film. That's it. Joker, make us guess $1 billion. Yeah, and Blind will be in a bit.
Well, I mean, this is an interesting year for comic book movies because it seems like the R-rated ones are the ones to talk about. Deadpool 3 and this one.
Yes.
I mean, I think Deadpool 3 is the more anticipated one because
Yeah.
not because it's like obviously Hugh Jackman coming back and other characters from the X-Men movies coming back. Hopefully not everyone, but like
I know you're talking about.
some characters like are being heavily rumored to come back. I'm not just talking about X-Men, obviously Fox Universe characters.
Yeah, the whole
And a lot of people
X-Men
are banking on this movie to really kickstart the road to Avengers 5, whether it still involves Kang or whether it's Secret Wars. Well, while this is basically a sequel that I think a lot of people feel like is unnecessary. I mean, even if Deadpool 3 wasn't MCU related, people wanted to see a third Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Like whether it was going to be connected to the MCU or not, because it was always on the table before, they said, hey, we're going to, include this version of Deadpool in the X-Men, because both Deadpool movies were well received. And obviously they didn't make $1 billion like this movie, but you can make the case that each one had the potential for a sequel because, you got X-Men characters in here.
It is true. Deadpool is really it's getting a Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness hype right now. And while the Doctor Strange was not a bad movie, it was overhyped. And that's because Doctor Strange, like Deadpool, is because of the cameos and all of that stuff like that. And yeah, and now the hype for Deadpool is even got more hype because we knew this already, but it's been revealed that Wolverine will wear the mask. There's been pictures of it if he's wearing the mask on a cup or something or whatever it's been released. But yeah. This is true. They hype up everything. MCU fans, they do hype up everything.
Oh my! Yeah, the MCU Sims. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like I always see some of these accounts like just keep like simping. It's like MCU can't do no wrong. It's like MCU can do wrong. Even if they make a good movie, it's still not perfect.
This is true too. DC fans do hype up, but the good news from Warner Brothers, they they expect Jesus Christ to make a cameo in Deadpool 3. Yeah. There was a crazy rumor back for Thor: Love and Thunder. It's something about Jesus and Satan being possibly in Thor: Love and Thunder with all the gods and stuff. They decided no, I don't think that's appropriate. But yeah, DC fans. I mean, if you're a Superman fan, you're getting the Christopher Reeve. What's it called? What was it? What's it called? The Christopher Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. The first film under the DC Studios label. It's going to be a documentary about Christopher Reeves. Don't give up on Marvel. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. And that's huge for Christopher Reeve. I guess as a state, you're happy with that.
I mean, I like most of the directors that DC has right now. I'm still not sold on Muschietti directing Brave and the Bold. I like the choice for Supergirl. I
If
I
it's
like
fully hired, if he's hired, just remember, he just has his
yeah
call.
if he's hired, but I
Yeah,
like the rumored choice. Um, I'm hoping James Mangold directs Swamp Thing because I think he can do something really cool with that.
yeah. I like how James Gunn's going after the directors that are established already. Like Marvel rarely goes after established directors, right? They'll go after directors that people don't know. Yeah, obviously they'll go after some directors that they know, like Sam Raimi and whatever. But Marvel tends to go after directors that they could have little control over. Where I think Gunn will be more open with the other directors on how they should connect with the universe, their
Here's
universe,
the
their stuff.
thing. The thing that I've noticed about James Gunn, and I'm not trying to sim for James Gunn, but like the thing that I've noticed is like I think he wants something more unique than what he's seen at Marvel. If you look at his Guardians of the Galaxy movies, they are the unique movies in that franchise. So I
Hmm.
think he's looking at other directors who may not have the same style as him, but maybe have that same flavor of unique to the movie.
Yeah. Um,
Now, unique doesn't always mean that it can be good. I mean, I'm still up in the air about Muschietti directing Brave and the Bold. But having said that, at least it sounds like there's going to be more experimenting going on. Like you're not just going to give a cookie cutter movie.
yeah.
Now, I'm not saying everything from the MCU is cookie cutter, but they do have a lot of cookie cutter stuff.
James Gunn, he does talk a lot. It's like he's on Threads a lot now.
Yeah, he's on Threads. A lot of people are on Threads nowadays.
It's so weird. Yeah, Brave and the Bold Trump thing. Yeah, I agree. Are far off, but like, do they really need to announce directors for those if they're so far off, so early in advance? Like so early. I mean, the Supergirl. The Supergirl director just hired now, and they're going to like supposedly going to hire. They're going to go production like very very soon. Like, but they already have directors for Brave and the Bold. We don't know about. We don't know if it's official with James Mangold. So I think it's official James Mangold shop, but we don't know when those movies are going into production. Shareholders demanded. Fuck the shareholders. Okay, f the shareholders. F the shareholders, man. We got some Beetlejuice stuff.
I'm looking more forward to Beetlejuice 2 than I am like the comic book movies.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like I don't want to get myself too excited because I like Tim Burton really hasn't made a great movie in a while, but it just looks like Tim Burton's going back to his
Roots.
classic roots.
Yeah,
So it's like I want to keep my expectations not too high, but not too low because it looks pretty good so far.
yeah. I don't know. This when I'm watching this Joker trailer, it doesn't feel like a Joker, a Batman thing. I'm coming blind to
I
get
mean,
you on here.
here's the thing when it comes to the first Joker movie, that felt like a Martin Scorsese movie, or at least
Yeah,
like a junior varsity Scorsese
maybe.
movie.
Maybe this would be like a
So
musical body five.
I don't have a problem with it obviously being a musical because like a musical a Martin Scorsese movie is far from a comic book movie.
You know what it's like? It's like La La Land, and it could be like A Star Is Born with the returning, not like Lady Gaga. uh, it's. I just don't know. Theaters October 4th.
Well, I know I'm doing my birthday weekend.
Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, I got nothing better to do on my birthday weekend.
Already? You ready having Oscar predictions? Score and production design. Here's the man of the hour, Wolverine. Hey, bub. What's up?
Wolverine.
Silent. Wolverine silent. Marshall's.
Yo, Dune 2. I won't be surprised if Dune 2 lands up being one of the best movies of the year at this point.
I think it is the best movie of the year right now.
Oh, it's the best movie of the year so far. It's a phenomenal movie, but I'm
hear
just
me now?
saying I won't be surprised.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I had my headset on mute. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen right now, so.
I guess you could tell how I don't like. I'm mixed about this.
Yeah, I mean the trailer looks okay. I don't really, not to say I don't care for the first one. I just don't like it as much as everybody else.
Fair enough.
You know, it has some good scenes in it, but overall I think it's a messy kind of movie. Not in terms of like the way it's shot, it's just the writing and what it's trying to portray.
Yeah.
It looks nice, so I'll give it that. I mean, I'm not expecting it to obviously be comic book accurate. I don't think that's fair to the movie.
Yeah, that's my fault. It's just
Yeah.
I just don't feel. I know it's nothing like that, the comic book or whatever. It's just that I don't feel like. I feel like this doesn't necessarily need to be a Joker movie. You can make this.
Yeah, I
any
can
of it,
understand that.
You know, you could make this.
I don't really understand why they couldn't. I mean, maybe it still could be like Mad Love, but I don't know. I'm sure a lot of other people are gonna like this. This is just it. To be honest, it looks more of the same, which I'm sure most people would be like, "Well, that's not a bad thing." But to me, it just like, nah.
Okay. I know you guys heard me. I'm not a big fan of this being potentially a musical. I hate the idea of comic books. And yeah,
I don't even like musicals, to be honest.
I don't mind some things, right? Like okay, okay. I know some adaptations Joker does sing. If you play Arkham Knight, there's a scene with that guy.
Oh, I love that scene.
Yeah, Arkham Knight. You know what I'm talking about. Blinded. I know George obviously knows. I like that. You know what? But that's not the whole thing. I mean, I like Joker does. Which Arkham game was it when he sings Broken Heart, something like that, Bleeding Heart, Dark Heart? I don't know. It does. Arkham Origins. I think he sings at the end of Arkham Origins, doesn't he? If I think.
I'm not sure. I haven't even played Arkham Origins, to be fair. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played. I remember in the Christmas episode, Batman the Animated Series, Joker was singing "Batman Smells," Robin laid an egg.
But I don't want to get I don't want people to get the impression this is the Joker that's like in the comics or the TV
I think that's too late now.
But here's the thing.
But that's not. I'll just tell people. Yeah, that's not how Joker really is.
I think
this is going to be people's. People are going to watch this because they saw the first one, but I don't know.
They're going to make people feel sorry for the Joker. Like he's not.
I don't know if this is going to make $1 billion.
It's not going to make $1 billion.
This is going to be.
It'd be lucky if it makes 600 million.
I'll say 700.
I don't even think it's going to make 600. I'm guaranteeing that right now. Joker's not going to make over 600 million.
I mean, to be fair, Aquaman only made 400.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think there's gonna be a drastic decrease of the box office.
I don't think a lot of these comic book movies are gonna make $1 billion. Next year at least.
I don't know if there was a Batman episode. I think there was another DC show. I'm not sure if it was a Batman episode. I know in Justice League, Batman did sing.
Oh yeah, well that was like that was to like reverse a curse on Wonder Woman.
Yeah, with Cersei. Yeah, I remember that.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't want people to understand that. People get the idea this is because if we're gonna see the Joker in Matt Reeves or in James Gunn, those Jokers are gonna be closer to the actual Joker from the comics or shows because
I doubt we'll see James Gunn's Joker. like
I think
for a very long time.
probably. I'm just saying that's the more their Jokers are probably more relatable to the ones we're used to.
Right.
Because Joker is not a sympathetic character, and I feel like these are trying to make Joker, well, Arthur Fleck's character as a sympathetic character. I understand it's Black Label,
Yeah.
fine, right? I just don't. The general audience have to like. I'll tell people, the general audience, why the Joker is a very important foe, arch enemy of the Batman, because they're very similar in a way. How like I said this already on stream. They see the world and kind of a little bit in the same kind of view, right? Point of view. That's a dark world. But
Mhm.
Batman wants to fix it, right? He wants to make it better, right? The
Right.
Joker is like, yeah, there's nothing to fix. The world's cruel. Might as well just have fun with it. And he sees Batman. Batman's his only enjoyment, really.
Mhm.
He's in the comics and all that. He's classified as insane, right? So
Mhm.
right, but there's belief that he's not actually insane. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Well, I think the Joker. I mean, it's not. We're not really supposed to know, right?
Yeah, exactly. We don't really know who his true origins. Yes, there's been written supposed
Yeah.
some origins.
Because even in the Killing Joke, I mean, there's some shots or like not shots. There's some
Mhm.
panels that the way it's drawn, it's like reference to things from his past. So you got to question if it's like real or not.
They want, yeah.
So
All I
yeah.
know is probably something really, really bad happened to him to warp his view on the world. That's why he feels connected to Batman, because something terrible happened to Bruce Wayne, right? Parents murdered, and that drove his need for vengeance or justice, whatever you want to call it, become Batman.
hmm
Something
I don't
bad
think
happened to
I
him.
don't think they'll even reference Batman in this because I still think he's
No,
gonna be a kid.
no, Batman's
So
not around. Batman's
no,
definitely.
I don't think they would even want to reference Batman
I don't
because
even
like
think.
like
I
Todd Phillips said, it's not a comic book movie, but here you are making a sequel
Yeah,
continuation. I
but
don't even
people want,
know.
but comic book fans want to see Batman.
Yeah,
But by the time Batman's Bruce Wayne, by the time Bruce Wayne is Batman, this Joker probably be like in the 60s or 70s.
yeah. I mean, there could be another Joker, but I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
can
we'll.
inspire.
I mean, if the movie makes money, like this is what I mean. Like, so James Gunn's gonna be forced to greenlit a third one instead of just moving on.
Yeah, so he said no. He technically this movie. So which movie comes up
This
first?
movie,
Is this under the umbrella or they? I
no,
think
this
this.
is not under James Gunn's umbrella. This
Yeah,
he
this
said it himself that he
Christopher
had nothing
Reeves,
to
right?
do
The Christopher
with.
Reeves one is under the umbrella. It's the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he said. Well, James Gunn at least said that he had no input
I-
into this movie. He gave notes and that was it. That's what I saw at
Oh,
least.
there's gonna be a third one. Yeah, first. I think there will probably be a third one.
About what though?
I don't know.
Is that when you're gonna do Batman? Because I
Wow.
don't even know about that. I don't feel unless there's something else. I feel like a third one would just be about Batman or something like that. Which again, that's so too much Batman at that point.
Yeah. Uh, if I were to do Batman, I wouldn't even show him in the film. I'd make him a background character. Not even show him.
Yeah.
Just in the news and stuff, Not like just no physical appearance.
Well, I
And
wouldn't
it's
even make any mention of Batman
yeah.
at all in
You know
this
what?
movie, at least.
Not in this movie. In the third one, I'll just mention. You see, you get people talk about Batman in the paper, in public, on TV. I'll just do that. I won't even have Batman in the background. I won't even have a. I'll have.
But then what is the third movie? What could the
physical
third
cop.
movie even
I
be
don't know.
about?
I don't know.
Is it just a continuation of whatever happens? I don't even know.
I mean,
Like this.
they kind of look. If you really think about it, they kind of set up Batman because of the first film, because it was Joker who he was inspired by all those anarchists, those people standing up, those protesters, and one of those protesters did Joker not Joker mask, but clown mask killed the parents of Batman. They kind of cliffhanger that kind of bit, set that up, don't you think? Easter egg it.
I guess.
I like you know how Jack Nicholson's Batman was killed his parents, right? In this film, Batman Bruce Wayne may have a more legit reason to go after Joker. Because of his inspiration. He got his parents killed. Right? I don't.
I mean, the thing is like here's the thing. I mean, that does sound interesting, at least for these movies. It's just like I don't know. It just seems like a lot of Batman.
What if they do this? They do the multiverse and Joker ends up in
Oh.
DCU. Imagine.
Oh,
Oh
God.
gosh.
Oh God.
It's like and he sees Ezra Miller's Flash. He's like what universe is this?
And Ezra's first Flash would be like, "You're a
Too much
Joker.
multiverse stuff.
You look old. You're old. We got a Joker in our universe. Oh wait, we don't talk about our Joker in our universe.
Bruh.
What are you talking about? We don't talk about our Joker in our universe. Yeah, you know what I'm referring to. No, he could go to Zack Snyder's universe and replace Jared Leto's Joker if he wants.
Oh gosh. Aren't we a week away from Rebel Moon?
Oh my
2?
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Fall is coming up closer, man. 5 days earlier.
Oh
Tomorrow.
no, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow.
We gotta do some.
What-
X-Men and Fallout on the same day.
I'm gonna watch.
Oh, he just dropped out. Okay, back. Oh, there we go. He just dropped out. You're talking about
Oh
watch.
man.
You said you were about to watch both, and then he dropped out.
Rebel Moon belongs in the trash.
Yeah. I mean, I might watch it.
I'll watch it. Is
Yeah,
there
if you do
reviews
a
on it?
review, I guess I'll come on and talk about
When
it.
it comes, what's it come out? Rebel Moon.
The 19th.
Oh, is there any? Do you know an embargo list? Is there any like? It's not coming out of
No.
theaters, is it? They're not bringing theaters like limited.
No. They know no one's gonna watch it, right? So
Hey, Zack Snyder recorded Zack Snyder would have made $1 billion.
not
I'm waiting
this
for
one.
I'm waiting for the Snyder fans to say this was better than Doom Part 2.
Is there actual? Let me see if there's actual reviews on.
Oh
it.
hell no! This is not gonna be anywhere close to Doom Part 2.
Yeah, but you realize how delusional Snyder fans
Okay,
Yeah,
are.
that
okay.
sounds freaking delusional.
The only movie
You know,
compare-
you know a certain guy that writes is gonna be like, this is so much better than Denny Villeneuve's boring Dune Part 2.
Does he
Duh."
actually say stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll say stuff like that.
Jeez. Talk about delusional. I mean, it's your opinion, but jeez.
Opinions can be stupid.
No, exactly. And that is just pure stupidity.
Yeah.
Die.
There's no reviews are out for Rebel Moon.
No, there's no reviews for Fallout.
Yes,
They're
that's
gonna wait till-
concerning.
They're gonna wait.
No,
until they-
I'm hoping like they didn't greenlit. They
They said they're going to
mentioned that they're gonna do a season 2.
Yeah.
I did see some Fallout fans posted like early reviews, and they were somewhat impressed. I don't really know, but who cares about what the fans think? I mean, I kind of do care, just because. I mean, is it good? Is it just a recycling of stuff that was in all the other games, but just with a new story? Well, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Previews are glowing. First reactions get strong. First reactions.
Yeah, but the first, I don't care about no first reactions. I want to see reviews. First
Yeah.
reactions are like, I'm sorry, but it's just shills talking about how they love it for attention. Like we already know people do that.
34%. What did they release besides Dune 2 so far
For what?
this year?
Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
That's it, no?
Is that it?
Oh, King Kong.
Oh. Yes, it's true. Well, Warner Bros. Had a lot of movies last year that failed, but they had one big hit last year.
Yeah.
Barbie. Their DC stuff and whatever else came out did not. Obviously, it was then Barbie came out, and Barbie like it's their big win. Oh, Wonka. Yeah, Wonka did well.
Oh yeah, Wonka.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how well Wonka did. I mean, it got really good reviews, but I didn't think it was gonna make that
So,
much.
Rebel Moon. Okay, we're gonna have to do if Rebel
Yeah,
Moon.
I
2
wouldn't.
sucks- If Rebel Moon 2 sucks,
I'm never gonna see Wonka just because it's a musical.
if Rebel
Like, if
Moon
I-
2 if Rebel Moon 2 sucks, it may be up for a Razzie with Madame Reb.
To be honest, Madam Web probably might be an entertaining movie than
I mean, Madam Web is so bad. Here's the thing: Madam Web is so bad, but it's hilarious. Rebel Moon is trying so
it's just
hard
boring.
to take itself
No,
seriously.
you know what the thing is? The Rebel Moon, the Madame Reb is so bad that even the cast, well, the lead even has fun with it, makes fun of it, right?
Right.
Right. But the Rebel Moon, but the director of Rebel Moon, for some reason, simping for his movie, you know.
Well, Zack Snyder's not a jokey kind of guy. He takes himself a little too seriously.
He wants to be dark and edgy, like like the boys.
His way to joke stuff is kind of edgy, right? Like it's like is this
Zack Snyder thinks he's smarter than he actually is. Let's
Mhm.
put it that way.
Well, you know, Snyder fans think they're smarter than they really are.
See, it's so bad, but if it has a cultural meme, that's actually a good thing. And a bad, right? Like, at least that's something something Rebel Moon doesn't have. Yeah. See, like, even though it was bad, still people talk about Madame Reb. Nobody talks about Rebel Moon, the first one, anymore.
I forgot Rebel Moon existed until the new trailer came out. I was like, oh wait a minute, we saw this movie and talk about how bad it was.
Man. Oh my god. Did you hear about the stupid rumor about a Sinister Six movie? It's supposedly it's an MCU movie. Supposedly it's gonna have more PS Vulture, maybe Craven.
No more of this Sony nonsense.
No, Sony says MCU.
So Sony needs to get their heads examined.
And I'm like, oh, and Venom's not supposed to be part of it. Of course, Venom was never part of Sinister Six. The fuck? Blindy still there? That's that. I'm gonna ask. Still there, Blinded?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm eating though.
Oh, okay. Okay. But it's oh my god.
What was it?
This rumor Sinister Six MCU / Sony movie with a supposedly Vulture, Morbius, Craven, but no Venom.
Right.
It's so ridiculous, man. That doesn't sound like an appealing
No, I didn't hear
team.
about that.
That's just a rumor. It doesn't sound like an appealing team. Honestly.
Sounds like something they would do. They're desperate for something, so makes sense.
They kind of had a Sinister 5 already in the No Way Home. And most of those characters in No Way Home are really part of the original 6, though.
I mean, three out of 5 of them were.
Yeah, like.
And technically speaking, Peter Parker already also in that universe already faced 2 other members earlier on, like Vulture and Mysterio. So it's like,
oh, Shocker! Don't forget Shocker.
Shocker wasn't part of the original 6. Craven was the other one.
I mean, he was in Sinister Six at one point, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the
OG one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, and then I know Scorpion is not part of the original one either, right?
No, it was
No.
Mysterio, Doc Ock, Vulture, Electro, Craven, and Sandman. And then the second one, Hobgoblin replaced Craven because Craven killed himself because it was after Craven's last hunt.
Yes.
Right.
So Hobgoblin was like the first to join the Sinister Six when it got revamped.
This will probably be Craven the next flop. It's August. August, man.
Please,
We're 5 months away.
Put this damn universe out of its damn misery.
Oh, Venom 3. Venom 3 would be the.
Well, the Last Stand's more
Ooh.
like thank goodness this universe is done.
It's ridiculous, man. It's like who would be the next? The next. Oh yeah. Blinded. So the Silver Surfer is the one from X, Universe X. Jennifer Gardner. Is that not Jennifer Gardner? Is that no? Julia Gardner. Yeah, she's playing from Silver Surfer from Universe X. That version.
Right, which is his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in a different universe, but yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think the movie is. I think the Fantastic Four is stuck in a different universe and they're trying to get home.
No, I think they're from a universe that gets destroyed because there's.
Oh,
I
okay.
think this. I mean, if you're going to do Silver Surfer's wife, in a different universe, this definitely involves Galactus. So
Well,
I'm guessing
Galactus is
Galactus is involved with this movie.
yes. Yes, Galactus is going to be. Well, Galactus is involved in this movie. It's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
Um, but if Galactus is involved in this universe, and if Fantastic Four go to 616, would it be a different Galactus? Like a different variant of Galactus? Or is Galactus able to multiverse travel? That's.
I think they'll make it different by saying he can like maybe there's like one Galactus. Because if you have multiple Galactus, like it's dumb. I think it's more interesting if it was multiple. It was one Galactus who
Yeah.
is like eating worlds in different universes, stuff like that.
Galactus. Yeah. I'm going to try Galactus is what? It's a cosmic entity. Right, okay. Cosmic entity. But he's not a celestial. We know that. I mean, we don't know who's a. I mean, okay. Like, but would it be too early to like? Isn't Galactus too big a villain to introduce mid multiverse saga, mid Kang, unless they're pivoting away from Kang? That's my concern. Sorry, his next flop will definitely be probably Craven. I almost said Caven. Oh man. Let's see what else dropped. I mean, it's CinemaCon right now, so there's stuff dropping this all week, right? Warner Bros. This panel was today. I don't know who's tomorrow. Who's tomorrow, Degrassi? Who's presenting tomorrow? I think you know what? Degrassi doesn't care about money, but I think this might be the year we might not have $1 billion film.
Yeah, I don't see any movies making $1 billion this year.
Mm-hmm. What else is there? I don't know what else. It's not really a Let's Talk Pop episode, but there's stuff. All right. What's popping? There's stuff dropped earlier that's not really CinemaCon. Let's see what there is. Oh, the Star Wars Outlaw. The trailer dropped. You see that, guys?
Wait, what happened?
The Star Wars Outlaw. That dropped. You know who's going to appear in it? Yeah, the character that Amelia Clark played as Solo. She's appearing in the game.
Oh, nice.
Also, Haley Steinfeld is joining Ryan Coogler's vampire movie as Michael B. Jordan. So we got Hawkeye. I mean, the second Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and Killmonger. Oh, Kit Harington's Game of Thrones sequel show. You remember Kit Harington's Jon Snow was supposed to get a sequel after Game of Thrones. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
It's not happening.
Yeah,
Not
oh
going
yeah, I
forward.
saw that as well.
Yeah. You couldn't because the currently it's off the table because we couldn't find the right story to tell. I could see why. I could see that there was. I don't know what it could have gone. I don't know where it could have gone from there. Gone from the really where they ended. I really don't know where they could have gone with his character. He's back at the wall. I don't know where they could have gone.
I mean, I got a lot to catch up with Game of Thrones. I started watching like House of the Dragon. I need to catch up on it. I'm bad when it comes to television shows.
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, I still haven't even gone through Andor. I think I kind of gave up on Ahsoka after like 4 episodes. Well, not give up, but it's kind of like after 4 episodes, I stopped following. And it's not that I had anything against the show. I was enjoying it. It's just like it wasn't a priority after a while.
I don't know what. Okay.
Oh man, yo, some person got stabbed in the neck on Staten Island. Holy crap!
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm right back, and then I hear that.
Yeah, I know. That's just
Bro.
Brutal.
There's violence everywhere.
I was gonna say I did see Star Wars Outlaws. It looks pretty generic.
Yes.
Will I play it when it's on sale?
Oh man.
I mean, it does. The gameplay before did look okay, but I'm not buying no game at freaking $100 full price, and who knows if it's gonna be broken or buggy. And this is Ubisoft too, so.
It's just this year, man. There's not a lot of exciting games this year right now.
Which is fine by me, because I'm just gonna play older games.
Yeah, I
and
know.
make videos about those games, so. To be honest, I'm kind of done trying to hype up new things because there's a lot of stuff that, I haven't watched, so,
Have you?
or played.
or
Have you-
I think maybe we should say the truth. Old stuff is better than new stuff.
I mean, there's that too. There's still like every once in a while there will be something good or worth watching, worth buying at full price, but I don't know. I'm just kind of bored hyping up stuff and being like, "Oh yeah, this is coming out," and you're like, "Yeah, I guess." And then it turns out, oh, it's not good enough or it's broken or whatever. I mean, I don't even really care. Like when it comes to Marvel and DC too, right now I'm even reading recent comics that are coming out.
Seriously, do the testers test anymore?
The what?
When they have video games, they test. They have testers, right?
Yeah, QA testers.
Yeah. So when games come out, and they say they're broken and stuff like that, do they seriously test these games, or are they just like, nah, we'll just release them? We don't need a test.
I don't know the process of it. I assume it's a lot more complex because a lot of games are
Maybe
not optimized, and so that's more. I feel like QA is more about like the game itself, not the performance of the game.
That's a problem.
It is a problem. I think they should just. There's games like Jedi Survivor is a game that's still broken to this day. I don't understand why they haven't patched it, but whenever that game is $20, I will gladly play it because I like the first one. But yeah, like you don't really need to buy any of this stuff right when it comes out. Even with movies, like
yes.
I mean, the only movie that I really wanted to see was the Late Night with the Devil, and that was not playing anywhere near me, unfortunately. And I kind of do want to see Civil War, but I don't know. Men was a terrible movie, and Alex Garland, I don't know what the fuck he's been smoking, but I
He's done
assume the
making
Civil
movies.
War movie. Well, he's done directing movies, which I don't
Yeah.
think was the problem. The problem was his writing, which I
Mhm.
mean, he's supposed to be an acclaimed writer before he's an acclaimed director. So, and to be
Nah.
honest, this Civil War movie sounds like bait to me. It sounds like,
I heard it's very I heard it's
Bait for the 2024 election.
I heard it's
yeah,
very
it seems.
controversial.
I
I've
mean,
seen like headlines saying that he wrote it out of anger, and then some people are like, "Oh, the president is." It's basically a Trump allegory, which, it just fucking roll like, why the fuck are,
why is
like,
this
what's the
coming
fucking
out?
obsession?
Well, why is this coming out in an election year?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't,
I
I
heard
don't
it's
fucking
getting
get it.
really good reviews. So, like, I
I
mean,
know.
if it's a good movie,
I
it's a
question
good
those
movie.
reviews though, because the
Although
type
here's
of
the
people
thing.
who will like this movie are going to be people who are obviously anti-Trump.
But here's
So
the thing: Grace Randolph really
Yeah,
hates
but
this movie.
I did see
You know
that.
what? So you know what? Like honestly, like because Grace Randolph has such a bad opinion, I'm willing to give this movie a fair shot. Just the
It's
one.
anti-Trump.
I did see
There-
her review. I saw her review and I thought it was interesting because she pretty much did not like the movie and she felt that there wasn't a lot of nuance. That's what I gathered from
Here's
her
the thing.
take.
Without seeing the movie, this is what I know. California and Texas are on the same team. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that would not work
That-
out.
That's
California,
anti-Trump.
California's
It's
anti-Trump.
That's
Texas is
anti-Trump and
pro-Trump.
anti-Biden right there.
yeah, you would. I don't know. They don't explain it. That's the thing. I don't even think it really needs to be explained because
Well,
it's a
Degrassi says it's
fictional
not.
universe.
Degrassi says it's not anti-Trump. So,
Well, the way she described it sounded like it was
Yeah,
I
but
feel
Grace
anti-Trump.
Randolph says a lot of things.
Not anti-Trump, but definitely a president that is very similar to Trump, someone who is like anti-establishment, I guess. Someone who wants to like take over and sounded
it's
like
like
that.
a part of me wants to see this movie because it looks interesting, but then there's a part of me that's like, oh, is this movie gonna give me nightmares until the election's over?
It
Because
feels like
Yeah.
the thing is, it does feel like America is going to go to a civil war anytime anyway. anytime.
I mean,
any
when
day.
that
To be
happens,
honest,
I'm that's
I
not
don't
worried.
even like Trump. And I'm just kind of sick of the conversation. Like it's so fucking annoying. Like this whole back and forth. Like the American politics are just like sickening.
Well,
No,
like that's why I'm like done. I'm so done.
and they're
with
trying to bring it here too. In Canada, it's like
Yeah. Trying to...
it's really annoying. I mean, like to be honest, like I know like politics is important, voting is important, but I really do not pay attention to the news anymore because
So-
it's a lot of it is bait, a lot of it is just to rile up people, a lot of it is fucking misinformation. So I just don't pay attention. And to be
No,
honest, this movie feels like it was created in that sense, where it felt more bitter and angry toward what's happening.
This is the problem with culture. Everyone gets so worked up about shit. I'm not just talking about the right. I'm talking about the left as well. There are some leftist accounts that I just laugh at because it's like you clearly don't understand stuff just that much.
Nah, I hate the freaking that term, that culture war term. Oh my god,
Yeah,
it
that's
makes me
what I
want to
mean. It's
fucking
like
blow my
I
brains
hate
out of
this.
my head.
It's
I
like
hate
this is why
extremism.
this is why I stopped watching stuff like Geeks and Gamers and other stuff because it's like you became the interject politics into culture people.
I hate.
Well, yeah, it's like they can't. They just sit down and then they watch stuff and then they find things to complain about that where you don't really need to complain about it. If you're complaining about the story, fine. But
Do you know Critical Drinker and Erotic was on Piers Morgan?
I did see that they were doing a debate, but Pierce Morgan is
He's
baiting
another
people now,
idiot.
So yeah, he's another. Well, he's
Yeah,
trying to get onto the social media wave, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, forget the mainstream and
Listen,
I'm gonna find my money
he's
in
the
the
British left wing version of Trump. That's what I call him. He wants to be like
a
Trump.
lot. A lot of shit is just made to rile up people, and that's why I think this movie is literally designed to do. It's not really made to have a interesting conversation. It's not going to.
That's the
It's
problem.
not even going to play down to both sides.
That's
It's
a
not
problem
going
with extreme. That's a problem with extreme politics. whether you're right or left, the extreme side of both sides, they're not. They
To be
don't think.
honest,
They don't think of logic. They think with emotion, and
to
that's
be
why they
honest,
never
I think
talk.
it's kind of dumb, and this is
Yes.
my personal opinion. This is gonna be controversial, but I think it's dumb that people label themselves left leaning and right leaning, because it doesn't even make any sense. It's a fucking paradox. I mean, like, first off, you think about it like this, right? If we were left or no, if we were right wing in Canada, we would be considered left wing in the States. And that
It is
travels all
different
over the
here.
globe.
It is
Yeah,
different.
like people, like the country's politics will change your political stance. But also, too, you saying that you're left wing doesn't mean you're going to be right wing in a couple years, or
Well,
vice
people
versa.
change all the time. You know
Yeah,
what? You
it's
know
a
what
really,
happened?
it's a fucking
You know
people. It's a really stupid label. Like people
blinded.
talk about identity
George.
politics, but that's never part of it. That's never. It's not like,
You know
oh,
American
I'm
history?
fucking.
Do you know who the ones who freed the slaves? Right? Were not the Democrats. It was the Republicans.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Right? Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. The Republicans were the ones who were
who were the North,
yeah.
but
And
yeah, I
then the
mean,
Democrats were and then they switched. They kind of over time switched sides, right?
right. I mean, I have no clue the history behind
Yeah, I know. I
why
mean,
it switched or what was, and not even why it switched. I mean, I guess it somewhat makes some sense. Like,
I'll never forget this person on Twitter. I forget who it was. It was like 4 years ago. This person like listed all the accomplishments that like Democrats have done throughout the years, and it's like they mentioned Woodrow Wilson. It's like I wouldn't highlight anything Woodrow Wilson did when he was a racist.
bro.
Like seriously, like you're gonna highlight accomplishments this
Oh, let
racist
me-
had.
the left think the left have this idea that they can't be racist. The left can be racist.
Oh,
They all-
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody can be racist.
Yeah,
but if you
exactly.
say that, you'll trigger a bunch of people. But
Yeah, yeah, and
everybody,
yeah.
I swear to God, I feel like more people are triggered over measly bullshit,
yes, it is.
like
yes.
fucking comic book movies and shit.
Like this
like,
one
it's fucking
account, it's
sad.
like some people, it's like every time you insult Marvel, it's like, how dare you? How
Oh, yeah.
dare you?
I
I'm like,
definitely do not miss that type of shit on Twitter.
listen.
At least the Zack Snyder stuff has calmed down, right? Like it's not as prevalent as once was, but it's still there, but not as bad.
God forbid you have a fucking opinion.
Oh yeah, even if it's shit. God forbid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, God forbid. You're gonna get fucking trampled and attacked.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
God forbid I insult your favorite movie franchise. I mean, how many?
Yeah.
I love so many franchises that have gotten
Is there-
insulted, but I don't whine about it.
Oh, speaking of which, are they really hyping up Deadpool 3, like overhyping it? Because
Yes.
I mean, this is like, what are they expecting exactly? Like,
Oh,
what
the X-Men to come back and all the Fox characters. That's it.
I don't want all of them to come back.
I don't
certainly-
I don't.
I
Like,
know you
what
don't
do
want
they
James
expect,
Martin,
though?
George.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
want James
Screw
Martin.
James Marsden. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Screw that guy until he gives Drake Bell an apology. I don't want to see that asshole in anything.
But he's gonna be.
I
Sonic
bet if
3.
he is in the movie,
He's a
they
Sonic
might
3,
even
though.
cut him.
Yo,
This
I
is-
hope they cut him. Listen, like that.
You won't
That's
see
just
Sonic
disgusting.
3 because
I
he's.
mean,
a
yeah,
Sonic
but
3.
he's in
Yo,
Sonic 3.
you know what? I don't. I feel uncomfortable seeing Sonic 3 until he issues an apology. I can't stomach seeing him. I really
I
can't.
don't.
Damn.
I don't know. if
I'm
it's-
sorry. Listen, like when you write a letter to a guy who basically admitted what he did,
don't-
and basically like
I-
say, "Oh, I think he's learned his lesson."
I don't know how
Screw
Ariana
that
Grande
shit.
has. I don't know how Ariana Grande has fans. Like she's sus. She's suspect. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Like
I mean, I guess,
it's
she's not that bad of a vocalist.
Singer?
I'll say that.
But I
Yeah.
think, but you know, she's the type of woman that looks like she looks innocent. That tries to play the innocent act and stuff. You could tell. But like if you know the stuff behind the scenes with Nickelodeon, with her especially, like there's question marks about her. Not
Well, she was a
proven. Right?
kid too, though.
Yeah, she was a kid. They
So
believe
I
she
don't
broke the
even.
hot.
She's
You
never
know-
even talked about that, which is
Yeah.
kind of interesting. But
because
you know what? I actually want to. I want to actually ask these MCU stands like you know what James Marsden did, and would you like still be okay with him being in a Marvel movie?
oh my gosh,
I want to ask them that, like, because some of them act all high and mighty. I want to ask them, like, if they know what he did, like who he wrote a letter of support to, and if like they know he hasn't even apologized to Drake for what he did.
Dude, these
Damn.
celebrities are all good.
But the MCU fans will never learn their lessons. They will
They
always
won't.
continue to
These
hype up
celebra-
stuff.
These celebrities are willing to go on any cause or defend anybody, their friends and stuff. They're willing to do that just to get, they need the buzz, but deep down inside, like they don't really stand for what they say, right?
Well,
really
they don't stand for anything, in my
Yeah.
opinion. They only stand for something when it's
Okay,
convenient.
Degrassi, you
Yeah,
really want to
exactly.
know? I'm gonna say he
Go ahead.
wrote a letter of support to a guy named Brian Peck who was convicted, who basically admitted to sexually abusing Drake Bell when Drake Bell was a minor, and basically defended
Yeah.
Brian Peck's character and said, "I'm sure he learned his lesson." Him, along with 40 others, wrote letters of
Yep.
support, some of which victim shaming a minor who was Drake Bell. And so far, only one person has had the guts to apologize to Drake, Ryder Strong. I'll say his name because Ryder did reach out and apologize, and Drake forgave him.
Sean
But yeah,
from
James
Boy
Marsden
Meets
has
World.
yet to
I
acknowledge
don't know.
or apologize and say what he did was wrong. I'm sorry.
these people
I'm sorry. I take
sick
shit like that
behavior.
seriously because when I was young, there was a guy at my church that was basically a PDF file that was
Right.
also a student teacher in my friend's class. Now, nothing happened, but I take shit like this seriously, not just in entertainment, but in real life, because if something had happened, you better believe hell could have froze over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I don't play around with this stuff when you defend people who admitted what they did.
Yeah, and what? Wait, was the because I still haven't seen the documentary.
This is
But wasn't that
This is
the
almost bad.
testimony of his character? Didn't
This is-
that?
Yeah, like
didn't that,
testimony of his character.
This is just
Didn't didn't hold on a minute, but didn't that get him another job at Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
No,
that-
he didn't get another job
No,
at
no, he
Nickelodeon.
didn't
He
get
got a
that.
job at Disney after
At
he had
Disney,
16
yeah, that's what
months.
it was. Okay,
Which, by the
yes.
way, he should have gotten more than 16 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're not taking this seriously. I'm just saying, like, for the people who are fine with James Marsden running around like not saying anything.
It's
I
I'm
think
not
everybody on
saying
that
you,
list
Degrassi.
should definitely apologize. Because I
I'm
mean,
I'm just
like,
saying that these people that wrote these letters, they should reach out. And by the way,
Look.
two of these people
well,
that wrote
it's not
letters-
even just that. They inadvertently caused him to continue what he was doing because he
Well,
was
hold
working
on,
at Disney.
Blinded. I want to also point out that two people that wrote letters of support, Taryn Killen and Kimmy Robertson, they also worked with Drake Bell on Drake and Josh after
Right.
what happened. And one of them wrote the worst letter of support, saying that Drake Bell, who was a teenager, tempted this guy. So here's what happened.
Drake's mom. Hold on, Drake Bell's mom is pretty involved with all this stuff. She was the one that took the guy to court.
Well, people are giving Drake's mom a lot of shit. No, dad. Here's the thing: Dad did everything he could. Brian Peck manipulated young Drake Bell, groomed him into saying that his dad's going to ruin his career, and so Drake wanted his mom to be his manager. So Drake's dad was pushed out of the picture. And Drake's mom, even though Drake's dad warned her, do not trust Brian Peck.
I would be careful if I had a family member as a manager. But
basically, Drake's dad warned Drake's mom not to leave him alone with Brian Peck.
Okay.
However, mom was too lazy to drive Drake, so she let Drake spend nights with
Damn.
this guy.
Wait. Is this how do you know about that stuff?
This was on Quiet on Set.
That's in the documentary?
Yeah, we don't get that here.
I'm gonna still have to watch this because I only like know bits and pieces from what people say.
Yeah,
because
we don't get it here. We don't get it.
You guys don't get Discovery?
No, we do have Discovery, but it's not.
Drake revealed
it's not
that.
grave.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying Drake revealed that he doesn't blame his mom for what happened because the guy manipulated everyone. I mean, obviously, I'm annoyed at the mom, but he obviously played the manipulation role very well.
Right.
Because a lot of parents, like it wasn't just like Drake's parents. A lot of parents, even though they knew the guy wrote letters to John Wayne Gacy, We're still okay
Jeez.
with it. The only person that questioned it was one of the All That cast members who was 14, Kyle Sullivan. He was the only one that was like, "This is
Holy.
disturbing."
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like he was pen pals with John Wayne Gacy, who was a serial killer.
Serial killers have weird
A
fans.
PDF file, by the way. But yeah.
Serial killers have weird fans. Like really weird fans. Like
I mean, it's just I think it's even stranger when you factor in what I mean. John Wayne Gacy's victims are kids, so yeah, that's pretty
male
fucked.
too. Male.
Boys, yeah. And it's like, but yeah, no, like the fact is that two people that wrote letters of support to this Peck guy were on Drake and Josh after the trial, after the guy got
Jeez.
arrested and all that. So like Taron Killen, who by the way Drake thought was like a close friend and went out of his way to get a cardboard of Carrie Fisher, like and have it signed by Carrie Fisher to give to Taron as a birthday gift because Taron was a big Star Wars fan. And this was revealed on a live stream. This wasn't on the Quiet on Set documentary. And then the other one, Kimmy Robertson, again, she was appear on an episode in like season 1 of Drake and Josh, which was right around the time all this stuff was happening, the trials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically victim shamed Drake Bell.
Damn. That's
And like apparently she deleted her Instagram because Drake saw that she had pictures with Brian Peck going all the way back to 2018 and 2021.
Ooh.
So it's like you're still hanging out with this guy even though he's a registered sex offender.
Holy.
And here's the ironic thing is that Dan Schneider, who's done a lot of shitty stuff,
is she a mother?
Yeah, I have no idea. But Dan Schneider, who's done a lot of shitty stuff, was one of the few that actually like came to Drake's defense and like did help Drake's mom write the statement out. And here's the thing. Here's the thing to understand. I will defend Dan Schneider on this, which is a weird thing to say because he's a gross human being.
Yeah.
Brian Peck was not a Dan Schneider hire because they didn't know Dan Schneider until the Amanda Show got moved to the Nickelodeon on Sunset Studio. Okay. Because the Amanda Show, which was a Dan Schneider show, was filmed on a different studio. Because the Ned State Classified cast, they did bring up how Brian Peck was on set for the first episode of that show, and that was not a Dan Schneider production. So this guy was basically hanging around Nickelodeon no matter what show it was.
Jeez.
So it's like, could you imagine if this guy never got caught? Like what shows he would have been like an acting coach on? Because there were like so many other Nickelodeon shows that came out afterwards.
There's a lot. Yeah, there was. And Nickelodeon, like right now, like it's not the same as it once was.
No, it definitely ain't the same.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and I know.
President of Paramount.
Oh, Brian Robbins. I think it's Brian Robbins. I think that's the guy that originally hired Peck to begin with.
Oof.
Well, that's what Dan Schneider said. So who knows what Dan Schneider's saying?
Hey, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's about making money over morals and in ethics, what's right?
Well, it's not even about money though. I think these people felt like there's a story right now about fucking Sylvester Stallone and how he was treating background extras. It seems like this industry is like so tolerant of people just being absolute disgusting degenerates
egos.
And allowing it to continue in front of everyone.
You know what it is?
That's the part that I do not understand.
You get huge egos, whether you're a famous celebrity or
it's not just egos, narcissistic people who are actually narcissistic, right?
Yeah.
Well,
like people who are either have the disorder or they have traits of it. This is the only way that this shit can happen. Like,
yes.
Because you do not see this in, I mean, trust me, there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens in different industries, but
I can see
this is a unique problem to that industry.
In the entertainment industry, especially like more in the entertainment industry, obviously, because it's more of a public thing. You like, right? Because you see, right? Like obviously in that kind of industry, you'll see in entertainment industry, I include sports in there. You know what I mean? Like politics too. Even though it's not
people. I don't know. It's really disgusting when people are. I mean, that's what they say, right? Power.
It's more exposed. It's more exposed to the spotlight, right?
This is the thing that I hate. The defense for Dan Shire, which is, well, he was a tough boss, but it's like he's like any coach. Yeah, does a coach like make sexual like what? I never had a coach that made sexual innuendos.
I
like
never
Dan
had a
Schneider
coach.
did.
Yeah, but he
Never-
also, but the thing is, he's putting whether it's true or not. I mean, the accusation is that he's putting shit in his shows, right? Like
Yeah, and it's like I've
type of
never had
stuff.
a coach that did sus stuff or made
I know the guy
like
thing.
sus
Yeah.
references
I mean, but
like this.
that
I've had coaches who have yelled, but like I've never had, but never to the point where it was like emotional abuse.
but here's the thing. I mean, the entertainment industry definitely has its unique problems. I feel like you don't really walk around hearing people do shit knowingly. Everybody knows about this, but no one says anything about it, even though they know it's fucking wrong. I mean, definitely maybe in politics, that's something that, like, usually it happens where people are like in the public mind frame, right? It's just, I don't know. It's
You
fucking
remember-
disgusting.
Do you remember like DeGrasse? Do you remember the Michigan State coach, the gymnastics coach?
He said you never had a real coach, Lo. Oh, man.
Hey, listen. Whether they were real or not, they were still better influences.
Yeah, you never
than
had
Dan
it.
Schneider.
You seen pictures of Dan Schneider rubbing like having shoulders on the female.
Well, the
young female-
jacuzzi scene with
Yeah.
like Amanda from
Yeah.
the Amanda show.
You
that was
But
so-
okay, but did you hear also too the whole contest that he did? Like,
Oh yeah,
10
like
years
he
ago?
wanted children to send pictures of their feet. Like,
now that is weird, right? Like that, I don't get that. I really don't
here's
get
the
that.
thing. I'm gonna say this. Like,
that is weird.
When I was like 13, that was when Victorious came out. That was the
It-
show Ariana Grande was on.
I'm sorry.
I kind of started noticing some weird stuff with
I'm
that
so-
show at the age of 13.
I'm
with, like,
sorry.
Damn.
some of the jokes and like
If you ask females to send you the pictures of feet, that guy's definitely a pedophile.
Well, it's just fucking weird.
it's just
Yeah.
like and it ain't like and it's not like the typical Quentin Tarantino having a foot fetish kind of thing.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like
Well, even that is weird.
but
let's
like, it's
be-
even
let's be
weirder than
honest.
that because he's asking teenage girls for their feet.
That's a sign
It's
of a pedo.
weird all around.
That's a
These
sign- that's a-
sick fucking weirdos. I will never
That's a
get
sign
that
of a
shit.
pedo. That's a sign of a pedo, right there.
What is the fixation about the fucking feet? I don't fucking
Young
get it, man.
teenagers, that's a sign of a pedo.
These people are fucking sick though, man. Like,
I mean, listen. You want to know a sick movie? I during
True.
my Easter break,
True, but
I saw on Tubi Woody Allen's Manhattan movie. That is a sick movie.
But being a creep for certain
I don't
things,
I
know.
don't. There's
Like-
probably no laws broken, but holy fuck, is it kind of disturbing thinking about this, right? Because the thing is, like, because we grew up with these cartoons, or not cartoons, these
live
shows.
action shows. Like,
Yeah, right. It's like it's just like it makes it feel disgusting afterward, knowing that you were a kid and this was in the show, and it just like went over your head completely, and it has like more sinister undertones to it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's really weird.
It's like I was watching for the first time Woody Allen's Manhattan, and that movie is sus.
Yeah,
as
that movie
hell.
is sus as hell if you go
And
back.
I don't
and
get
watch it, yeah.
how people think this is a great movie.
But
when
that's the
this
thing.
movie
At the time,
has
no
aged
one.
poor-
You know what I mean? Like no
Woody
one.
Allen,
took
yeah.
issue
Well,
with
obviously
it.
we know what Woody Allen has done now, but it's like watching the
Yeah.
movie for the first time. I was like, "How you expect me to care for this character when he's basically like
That
a
movie's
PDF file?
unwatchable now. I feel like just because you know that it's not even that the movie's bad. It's just because you know that fact about him and that he's just like there's a lot of weird shit with Woody Allen and his fucking his daughter or his stepdaughter, whatever it is. It's just weird. It's just
And how-
fucking weird.
And remember who was the one that got Roman Polanski?
oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that
Roman
guy-
Polanski. Here's the thing. I'm trying to think. Roman Polanski's movies, nothing sus. So like,
But himself is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give Roman that. Like his movies aren't sus, but like he's a sus person. But like no, Woody Allen definitely has some sus movies.
I'm trying to think though. Like, I don't
So
know.
I'm sorry,
Maybe
just
I'd have
watching
to.
that movie, I was literally just like, what is like, am I really supposed to feel bad for this 42-year-old guy who's attracted to this girl that's still in high school?
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
I don't even know. That's the thing. Like,
I
I'm
don't know.
curious of like how
I don't
like
know how
if we were
old.
back in that time and we watched it, like how we would have felt
I
just
don't know.
based on that time period.
I don't know
It's
how old
interesting,
Amber
but
Heard was. I think she was probably over 18. But I remember like Seth Rogen in Pineapple Express dated Amber Heard, who was like a high school student. Remember? In
yeah.
Pineapple Express? But she was obviously over 18. Like then.
Yeah, but you notice they could never do shit like they would never do shit like that now.
No, they would not have for somebody. They would never have somebody like
No, they would never have a character, even if they were 18 and in
yes.
high school, they wouldn't do it. No.
Now. Now. Yeah.
No, it's kind of weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's only because like this is why, right? Like I think a lot of people, especially in my own age group, they've like their maturity rate is not where it once was like I don't know, 20 years ago with certain people. Like 20 years ago the 20-year-olds, the early 20-year-olds act completely different.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, some people even think like even like a at my age group, a 2-year age, 3-year age gap, like that's kind of weird. 5 years is kind of weird, but it's really not. That's the thing. But I don't know. Like people still, if you go on Twitter, when you used to go on Twitter, there used to be people who would call out like big gaps in relationships, even if they were like 10 years. People would
Hmm.
make a fucking stink about it. I mean, there's some weird ones. I kind of get it, but I mean, if they're an adult, like what could we say, right? Like,
Hmm.
I know people's excuses, oh, they're not mentally developed, but you're not mentally developed until you're 25. So I don't know what to say about that. Um, like Boogie, you know what I mean? Like they talk about Boogie all the time.
Boogie hasn't mentally developed at all. Let's be honest.
Oh, how
Boogie's
about this?
50, dating an
Exactly.
18-year-old.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, how about this? Jack Daugherty, like that kid hasn't like.
oh, but that's a whole nother can of
That's a
worms, though.
different
Holy
subject for
shit.
another time. But oh my goodness, that kid. Listen, like
I
he
don't know when
like
it started, but yeah.
he getting
Sorry.
himself canceled at this point. Like
Who?
But the thing is, he canceled
Jack
himself. What he's
Daugherty.
doing is probably illegal. There has to be some illegal shit that he's doing. You're getting girls, but before they're 18, drunk, and then
That's
making them
illegal.
sign OnlyFans contracts where you basically are pimping them out. Like come on, like that's
That's illegal.
insane.
That's illegal.
Fucking
That's
insane.
illegal.
What
See
in the world is going on?
yo, like, my mom always says the world's going to shit. It's like, well, I mean,
How is he
when
getting away with that? How is he getting
I
away
don't
with
know
that?
how he's getting away with that. Like, and the thing is, he says it's not true, but then he admitted that it's true. So I'm confused. I'm like, if you're inviting someone, well, this is what he admitted to. He said that he is getting girls drunk and getting them to sign OnlyFans contracts, but they're 18 and
OnlyFans contract.
over.
That's actual legal document.
Like, okay, buddy. So how do you know if they're 18? Did you ask for an ID? Because you know what I mean?
Wait a
Like,
minute.
no
Wait a
one.
minute. 18.
It
18.
does-
Where's Jack Doherty from?
he's from the States.
Isn't it supposed to be 21?
he's
Seriously?
20,
Well, yeah, but
he's not he's not even 21. He's 20.
yeah, he's 20.
He's not even
But
legally allowed to drink. What's it?
Yo,
what's it-
like
yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. And to be honest, why do the states have it at 21 anyway? Here it's 19.
Is it every state?
like here's the thing. Okay, so Jack Doherty's birthday is October 8th, so he's not gonna be 21 until later this year.
Is it provincial?
Yeah.
Is it with us? Blind. It's provincial, right? It doesn't go by federal. It's provincial, isn't it? We're 19.
I'm pretty sure every province has it at 19.
Yeah,
now.
we're less strict than the
I think-
Americans.
I think actually
I need to move to
hold on, I
Canada.
take that back. I think in not Montreal, in
Alberta-
Quebec they
yeah.
have it less. I think
Yeah.
it's 18,
That's what I was
but they have like weird rules there and shit in Quebec.
So
I
is it
don't know.
everywhere in the U.S. is 21? It's still federal there, or does it go by state in the U.S. too? Even though every
But the
state's
thing
21?
is, that's what I'm saying. In the States, how is that even reinforced? In Canada, it makes sense because you can only buy liquor at a specific store. But in the States, there's like liquor stores
liquor,
at
yeah.
there's really, I mean, you can buy liquor at fucking Walmart.
Now you
We can't well, here now you can, but before it was not like that. And still in some places you still
Federal.
can't buy liquor everywhere.
Yeah. So you see, for the longest time, you couldn't buy alcohol in stores. You only could buy
Yeah.
them in specific
At the
government.
like for us it was LCBO. That's where you would
Yeah,
buy it at.
Ontario stores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know
Same
how
thing
long
with
ago.
the
7 to 10
I
years
mean,
ago.
It's
I
been
mean, you could,
it's less than that. It had to been 6 years
2006
or 5 years.
2017, 2016, 2018.
Yeah, whenever Doug Ford came in, I think that's when they changed it.
and
Yes.
you
But
can always try to make a fake ID like in Superbad.
So how's this?
yeah.
How's it?
No, you really couldn't fake anything. If you go in the
I know
store,
nowadays you can't, but it's like,
well, I
yo,
mean,
back
for
then-
us,
Is
for
Shaq-
us, you couldn't really, you
Is
can't
Shaq
really
Doherty
fake
that
anything.
same guy who makes YouTube videos and always starts fights or something?
Yeah.
A big
Yeah.
security guard always
Yeah.
he always
always
has
gets
a
a-
security
Yes.
guard.
yeah,
with him.
he's a pussy.
Well, that's his content, though. That's the thing. Like he literally just,
He's a pussy.
he gets people pissed off, and then his
I hate
bodyguards.
content creators like that.
I think
He's not
his
the only-
bodyguard though, didn't the bodyguard try to fight him or said he was gonna kill him, or was that Neon?
I don't know.
Do you know who Neon is,
I hate.
George?
They
Who?
Neon. Neon is basically a Jack Dorsey like
I
2.0.
fucking hate. I
Oh,
fucking
wow.
hate.
He's
those-
kind of like the first one who started doing this shit too, if you think about it.
Okay. I fucking hate
Okay.
those. I fucking hate those streamers that are in public places and they just go on their phone or on a camera and they start starting shit up with people just to get.
Yeah, because they get views that way. The chat interacts with them. They get donations. Like they make a lot of money.
Those
off
people
of,
are stupid. The viewers.
Look at
are
Ice
stupid.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Remember Ice
my
Poseidon?
goodness.
I mean, you should hear the funny shit that's going on with Ice Poseidon. He got a $10 million contract with Kick, and in the contract it said that he has to wake up at 10 o'clock and start streaming. Otherwise, he doesn't get the money, right? And he
Oh
couldn't do
my
it. He couldn't do it, so he was like depressed and like crying and shit. And so the CEO himself had to change the contract.
Fuck.
$10 million, man. At $10 million, I would be up fucking 4 a.m. in the morning if you were giving me $10 million. Holy shit! Like, what the fuck is this
You know,
guy
you know what you
doing?
do? You find it. You know what you do? You know, you get up at 10 a.m. in the morning and start streaming. You go to bed at the right time earlier.
Well, that's the
earlier
thing.
time.
He's going to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Of course, you wouldn't get up
streaming.
at 10.
You can still get up at 3 o'clock.
You can.
If
You
you
can.
can. You really can. But he's just fucking lazy. He's just fucking lazy.
I can't
So
do it.
anyway, these streamers, like, it's I don't know. There's always gonna be someone who pops up and we're like, holy shit, we didn't know it was gonna get this bad.
Well, you know what's the killer about the other streamers that kill me? These former actors that become streamers that like talk about the glory days, but then they turn out to be crappy people.
Yes.
Wait, like
I
who?
mean
That's the thing. I haven't.
Minutes they classified cast like
Ned.
during Quiet on Set, like, they were
Really?
making fun of it, saying Daniel, we were told to never speak of it. Like they were joking about Quiet on Set without watching it, and were like joking about Drake Bell like before even knowing like what Drake went through, and made like complete fools of themselves.
I didn't even know there was any like washed up actors doing streaming. To be honest.
Yo, like Christy
Yes,
Carlson
Declassified
Romano from like Even Stevens. She did the voice of Kim Possible. Like at first her
Damn.
streams seemed pretty cool, but she did like these weird streams walking in the woods talking about
Yeah, she has
like the
YouTube channel,
glory
yeah.
days. And like she's got this weird
Glory
Lot-
days of Kim
lot of child
Possible.
actors. A lot of child actors.
and she has this weird obsession with Shia LaBeouf, like her former Even Stevens co-star, because she played the sister on Even
Bruh.
Stevens.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if she's bitter because
You need to
Shia-
send me this. Send me this stuff. I need to
she
look
I
at
became-
this.
follow her.
I don't know. Like
I'm up
it
there.
sounds like she's become bitter because Shia, despite the controversy, Shia has gone through has become a more successful actor. Like he's been in a lot of independent movies. He
I
was
feel
in
like
Indiana Jones and
successful in
Transformers.
quotes at
Like
this
he had,
point.
I mean,
he's had more success.
He made it bigger
Right.
than
Post-
her. It's
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, more success
Put
than her.
it
Like
that way.
he broke
Yeah.
out post Disney while she didn't. But it's like you ain't even Raven Simone or Hilary Duff or Ashley Tisdale or.
I mean, how do we? Here's the thing, though.
Or the
like,
whole part of High School.
I don't know if
Musical
this has
cast.
ever been talked about, but given Shia LaBeouf's, I mean, his the way he's been acting, or he's been acting for, I want to say it's been at least a decade. I feel like he's done like some weird
Yeah,
stuff.
but like,
But
But
Richard
doesn't that kind of seem very similar to what happened with Drake Bell? Drake Bell had a crazy.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I remember I used to make fun of that too. Like he was sleeping in Disney World and shit like that, and he was losing his mind. And
well, I mean, obviously
like-
we now
now we know
like,
why.
But like, I don't know if there's ever been an excuse for Shia's behavior. But again, it just seems like she's obsessed with her former Even Stevens co-star, saying, "Oh, he hasn't talked to me since the show. I wonder if he's thinking about me." And like she was making
No, he's
content
not.
about the "Don't Worry, Darling" controversy with Shia and Olivia
Oh.
Wilde. It's like
That
why
controversy
talk-
was funny as hell.
but like, why talk about him? Like you're coming across as a jealous, bitter co-star because
It's
despite the
not.
stuff
She's
Shia did,
thinking about him.
he's had a
No.
more successful career than she did. Because at least, he got to be in Transformers. He was in an Indiana Jones movie. He was in independent movies where he actually got good praise for his performances in. So like,
she walked
if
away
his
from that
career were to
career.
end right now, he would
She
have a
walked-
way better career than she did.
She walked away from it. I know
And like
she
she's
walked-
making videos about how she burned all her Disney money or whatever. Not like burned it, but like wasted it all. It's like
yeah,
and like
spent it.
she's
Damn.
saying, like, I didn't watch the video, but there's a video titled "Why I Can't Let Go of Kim Possible." It's like, girl, relax. Like
Damn.
Look,
you were in something that was great that people enjoyed. A couple of things that
I bet she
There's-
really wants them to make a Kim Possible
There's so many
uh,
podcasts out there right
sequel show.
Well, or
There's-
Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman, the
Oh,
creator of
Butch
Butch
Hartman. Oh,
Remember the
Lee.
stuff that Butch Hartman was doing with
Blinded,
like the
George.
Oaxis Kickstarter?
now. So many former actors are doing podcasts now. You got
No, I
Dan-
know they're doing podcasts, but I haven't seen them do like live streams. You know what I
I've
mean?
seen some.
Like the actors are the washed up comedians. It's not even like
Howie
every
Mandel
single
does
we
live
talked
streams.
about this.
Howie Mandel
Ye-
does live streams.
Yeah. Did you see that live?
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you see that live stream he had with what's his name? What's the UFC guy's name? Frig. What's his?
Frank
damn.
Track or something like
No,
that.
no. Not UFC. Sorry. MMA. What's his name? He's like I don't even think he.
Shamrock? Frank Shamrock?
No. The bald guy. What's his frick?
Dana Wright?
Is the Dana White? There we go.
The head
Dana-
who wins UFC. Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay. Sorry.
We do Degrassi. Yeah, we do.
Mix. Anyway, the thing is, Dana White went on Howie Landell, whatever his name is.
Mandel.
Mandel. There we go.
Hey, he's Canadian, man. Get his name right.
I don't like him. That's the thing. He went on his podcast, and I don't know if it was a joke or not, but Dana White literally walked off the show.
Yes.
Did you see that clip? That clip is hilarious. It's like that he was just blowing smoke up the man's ass before the fucking podcast even began, and he walked. He just said, "I'm sick of this fake bullshit," and he left.
Here's another
So
thing.
based, holy hell!
Here's another thing I got to bring up about the Neds they classify podcasts. Like besides the mocking, like they're talking about how behind the scenes like they would sneak like smoking or something, or like how the guy that played Ned and the girl that played Mosley, like they had like a secret relationship like behind the scenes and afterwards. It's like
Right.
they all like bragging about like all the teenage stuff they were doing or whatever. It's at this point the stuff you did has not aged well.
So they were being teenagers while on set, while working and stuff.
Yeah, but
Well,
they like bragging
not
about
in a
like, all
professional
this stuff.
setting. In a professional setting.
And like and obviously Butch Hartman, like as I was saying, like the guy with his Axis thing, but like he comes across as bitter as well because he's talking about all this stuff that he had for Nickelodeon that got canceled, like that never even got a pilot, and
I mean,
all
but
that.
that's the game,
Or
though.
like him like making like
Like he would
criticizing
be
critics by
lucky. I mean,
saying that like unless you have the like credentials that I have or like the experience that I have, you
he
can't
sounds
criticize me
entitled though.
because all it's gonna do is just gonna make me stronger. It's like what kind of ego
That
do you
sounds like
have?
entitlement. How many damn shows did he get greenlit that were like the most popular?
Who?
Like,
So
come on, dude.
he
Like,
only had technically 4 Nickelodeon shows. So Fairly Odd
that's
Parents
still
was
that's a
obviously
lot more than a lot of other people.
I know, but like, here's the thing: Fairly Odd Parents obviously ran the longest. Danny Phantom, which was his most beloved, ran for a few years. Then his last 2 like only ran for like a season or 2, and they got canceled pretty quickly. And Fairly Odd Parents basically like that show was like put to sleep because that show just kept getting worse and worse. And it suffered
Jeez.
from what I call the Scrappy Doo syndrome, where how like when Scrappy was added to Scooby Doo, like at first things were getting better for Scooby, but then Scooby Doo went downhill. That happened a lot with Fairly
Who
Odd
was the
Parents, where
Scrappy Doo? Was it the baby?
it wasn't just the baby; it was like the dog that they added named Sparky.
The
Then they
dog.
added this Mary
Holy
Sue
shit! I don't even
character.
remember that.
Then they added this character named Chloe who had to share Timmy's fairies with him. That was basically
the
a Mary
fuck?
Sue. Yeah, like
What?
characters and characters that were once beloved side characters on Fairly Odd Parents just got written out. Like Timmy
Like
no
who?
longer had like Chester and AJ were no longer on the show. The Doug
But they were
Dimmadome,
annoying as hell.
the Doug
I hate those
Dimmadome funny,
characters.
the Doug Dimmadome character got written out. It was like all
Oh,
of a
the
sudden
do it. Wait, who? The guy with the big hat?
yeah, like all these
Oh
characters
shit!
just disappeared out of nowhere. And like Timmy's
I
parents,
gotta be honest though. Like for Fairly Odd Parents, like most of the supporting cast was really fucking annoying.
I mean,
Even Timmy was annoying.
yeah, he was annoying.
What's good,
Like-
Burger? What's good, Burger?
I don't think actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think anyone on that show was sane. Everybody was written in a way where they were just like pieces of shit. Even
mean,
as a kid, you're like, what the fuck is
To
this?
be fair, looking back, I was more of a Jimmy Neutron guy than a Fairly Odd Parents guy.
I did
You know
like
what-
when they crossed over
You
though.
know
That
what?
was
You know
cool.
what?
That was cool.
I don't know if it's a Nickelodeon show. But I like Dexter's Laboratory.
That
was Cartoon Network.
Dexter's was pretty good, but it's like, I mean, that's another Nickelodeon guy. But
Wasn't Hey Arnold Nickelodeon?
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
one of the
Nickelodeon.
few
Yeah.
really good Nickelodeon stuff.
Rugrats.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good until like Rugrats in Paris.
Oh, remember when they did the Rugrats when they were like teenagers?
Yes.
Oh my
I,
goodness.
That was dumb as hell. They should do one where they're adults.
No, here's the thing. They did that because the all grown up like Rugrats special was popular. So it was like, let's make a spin-off based off this one popular TV special we did.
Oh,
I-
terrible idea.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, like Butch Hartman basically I think Butch Hartman really destroyed his image with his YouTube
Didn't he
channel.
wanna
with all the
do,
shit
like,
he was saying.
Yeah, didn't he want to do like Christian TV
Yeah,
shows or something like
That's
that?
like what his Kickstarter was all about.
No, and that
Seriously?
failed.
Oh,
It was just well here's the thing. He made a joke about how like so before Fairly Odd Parents became Fairly Odd Parents, it was part of this like series of cartoons that I guess was like, all that cartoons or whatever. So like and Timmy was not voiced by Tara Strong. Originally he was voiced by Mary Kay Bergman, who was a voice actress that unfortunately committed suicide in like 2000, 1999, one of those times, because she was also the voice of
Okay.
Daphne in the direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movies at that time, like Alien Invaders, Zombie Island. So Tara Strong
okay.
got the role. And in like this like podcast or whatever that he had Tara Strong on, he made this weird joke about how like, if Mary Kay Bergman never committed suicide, I wouldn't have gotten you, Tara, or like gotten Tara Strong to voice. It was just so weird.
yeah, you don't say that.
And he's had a
Who says that?
past
You don't,
It's so
you don't,
saying
you don't
of
say
saying
it.
weird stuff about suicide, saying that like kids are committing suicide because of this.
Well,
and that.
I guess
It's
maybe it's something to do with his religion. And his obsession with his religion, baby, because it's
Oh my god.
He just said all this weird stuff that was just like
he does say a lot of weird shit. So
yeah. So it's like it like the ego on him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had shows. Regardless, 4 shows is still
Pretty successful.
pretty. Yeah, that's really.
But only
look-
2 of them were really well liked.
I know.
But here's the thing, though. Danny Phantom has a
cult.
cult following. People still talk about that show
Yeah.
to this
Yeah,
day.
but it's like outside of like
What was the other
that-
show? Was it the Teenage Robot?
no, it wasn't that. It was
No,
Tough
it wasn't?
Puppy
Okay.
from like 2010.
Oh
and it was,
yeah,
and it
Tough
was
Puppy.
Bunsen is a Beast.
That show
Oh.
was trash, man.
Like, that's
what
what
the
I
hell
mean.
were they thinking
He
with
made-
that shit?
He made 2 pretty good shows. One of them ended before it got bad. The other one basically lasted way too long and got worse throughout the years. And the other 2 shows were just forgettable and not good.
Tough. Oh man, actually, I take that back, man. Tough Puppy was trash. Even as a
It's
kid, I
like-
remember like waiting to watch
Oh.
that show, and then I saw it,
Oh.
and I was like, "What the
Oh,
fuck is that? Like, what is this idea? Like,
do you want to watch? Do you want to watch a live stream of Grace Randolph talking about Joker 2
oh, is she streaming
right now?
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
I only this is the first time I saw Grace was that Civil War review.
Oh
It
my
was just
goodness.
it just appeared, and I was like, "Oh, the review's already out," and so I clicked on it. I can understand. Like, here's the thing: I kind of get her review without seeing the movie because his last movie was so fucking garbage. It was so freaking. It was just like it felt like a movie written by a man who was a feminist. That's what it felt like it was written by. It was not written. There was no nuance. There was no nothing. It was just men can be creepy sons of guns and they creep on women. And that was it. And or it wasn't just that, but it was also, men and how like they're not really well versed in relationships, I guess. And then you realize this is written by a man.
Isn't
What
that
the
sad
fuck?
that Arthur finally feels that he found love? Man, I feel so bad for Arthur.
I don't
All right,
feel
so anyway,
sad.
look at this. The umbrellas,
They
they
changed
changed
color.
color. They were not those
Wow.
colors a second ago. Arthur is imagining.
Grace Randolph, you'll never
Oh,
find
look at
true
that. He
love.
loves primary colors
Damn.
and the
Oh,
second.
that's hard. That's mean, George.
I think it takes place in the 80s,
Listen,
right?
she's
But
the one
that's
that's
an
got to
interesting
talk with her
color palette.
annoying damn voice.
But I just think that's cool. So he's
She
imagining.
don't say
he's
anything
starting
intelligent.
small.
She's a dumb
He's
blonde.
just changing the color of the umbrellas.
Damn, why is she
Consider, I
doing
wore
that?
this
Hold
shirt
on. What
intentionally for
the?
this stream.
And sorry, people that are blonde.
It matches
You know what?
even more
She's
than I
she's
thought.
just dumb.
And also,
She's
that's
just
right.
dumb.
Those colors are his colors. He just really likes those colors. He's like, that's my color palette.
Why?
Babe.
Why are you
All right,
sipping
so
for colors?
he's imagining it, and she's
Wait,
coming
there's
up those
yellow in his
stairs.
color
She
palette.
looks
What
so
is she
great.
talking about?
She looks so great. Every New York woman can relate to this.
This is
They're like,
choker
oh yeah, that's
yellow?
how I was walking around the street.
You're
the
just
other day."
No,
to
he
New
wears
Yorkers.
red
She says,
and the
"I'm nobody."
blue.
She's playing it.
Yeah.
Red,
She knows
blue,
all
and
the
his-
right
green.
things to say to
And
this
his
guy.
suit is
and-
purple, right?
Wow.
Doesn't he wear a suit?
Although every
purple
one
No,
of
but
the
in
versions
this
is like,
version,
oh,
it's
yeah,
red.
That's like
Okay.
like
Red.
talking to a dude 101.
I will say
All
this:
right, so
I'm
anyway, she's like,
surprised
"I'm
they never
nobody."
copied the look of the
Look
Joker
at that.
in
Oh,
this
she's so
movie
great.
because
Okay,
that's
so
actually
we're
a
gonna
pretty
get to
good
her,
design.
other comments in a moment, but here, boy, does she know how to flirt with this guy? That's because she clearly has this
Let's say
psychiatric
hi. Have
background.
wave for your head. That's
You know,
flirting.
she's manipulating him. I think that's totally it. She's manipulating him.
Yeah,
through
Grace,
every
Grace,
single thing she did.
You're a little too
So,
smart
look
for
at
this
this.
movie
And by the
because
way,
they're
she's got
definitely
ballet
not going to
shoes
do
on.
that.
Where's my little arrow? She's got like ballet dance.
If
She
the
doesn't know
movie
the
was
Joker.
actually
Yeah,
smart,
love it.
they would
Love
do
it very
that, but
much.
we
Okay.
they ain't gonna do that.
She doesn't know the Joker.
So, look at
No,
this.
she doesn't know Todd Phillips.
So she's
No,
like,
that's
"Oh, I'm gonna
true.
blow my brains out."
Grace
He's
Randolph
like,
don't know
"What's
the
she gonna
difference
do? Is
between
she
a
gonna do
rock
it?
and a
Is she really gonna do
basketball.
it? She did do it. Oh, she did it so perfectly.
Look how
I
side
can't
Grace
believe
is.
how well
Look
she
at
did
that.
it.
Grace has to go
amazing.
back to it.
Anyone who doesn't think Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn is nuts. She is Harley Quinn.
Oh my
It's
god.
incredible.
Oh my
Lady
God.
Gaga's
Absolutely
hairstyle.
Maybe
Could
they
not
should have
look
cast
cooler.
Grace in
I
that role
I love
instead.
it. Look at her eyebrows. I love her
You see the
eyebrows.
hair?
Her eyebrows
You see
are
the
great.
hair?
Yeah, the hair.
I
And
love a strong eyebrow,
I could
Lady
see
Gaga.
someone should like
So
Photoshop her
fantastic.
face
Absolutely.
in that
All
shot.
right. So she's like,
That's
I
perfect
haven't
for a
done anything
thumbnail.
with my life like you have. And he's like, oh, tell me more,
Look how excited
Harley.
Grace
Some
is.
honestly, if the Joker
I do
was
kind of know.
actually
I don't
about
know,
Grace Randolph, I'd
Marco. I
probably
do know
like
the
the
end
movie a
of the
lot
movie,
more.
but they might have changed it. I hope to
That'd be
God they
hilarious.
changed it, but I'm not going to give it away. That's a jerky thing to do. I'm not going to do that. All right. So she, I think this is a sweater. Maybe she's wearing later on. Very nice. All right.
What's a sweater it looks
So
like
I just think
he
she
was
does that
wearing
so
in the first
perfectly.
movie?
I don't know why
when
the
he
rest of
did
the
that.
guards aren't like. I think we should separate these two. This looks like not going to turn out well for the rest of us.
Well, first
I
off,
love this shot. Hold on.
isn't this a
I love
prison?
this
Hold
shot.
on.
Isn't that
Pause.
gorgeous?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
the art.
Uh,
I get a little worried that this might be a lot of like.
He's
English
not. They're
life.
not sending him just to an insane asylum. Like
He's
he'd
not
have to.
They're not. He's not like in solitude. If I remember what it's called, confinement, right? Like he's not.
I'm just realizing something too about Batman. Yeah, this would be all segregated by gender.
Yeah.
So like, what? I just realized
Prison,
that.
yeah. But usually prison have men and male, right? Men and
Yeah,
female.
you have men. Yeah,
Arkham is not like that. Arkham's perceived as male and female, but they probably have different rings, right? In
But I
Arkham?
mean, in this universe, right?
Yeah.
I'm like they wouldn't do that.
Well, did they specifically say Arkham? Did he go to Arkham in the first?
I think
movie?
it is Arkham.
Okay. Let's see what this.
Small. I like the choices for her
Because
fashion.
it says
They're
Arkham
soft,
in the trailer
feminine.
here.
Yeah, I did. I remember. Yes.
Like she's already kind of like an escape. She's very girly girl. You know, just the kind that Arthur would
Girly
imagine
girl.
would be ideal for him.
Girly
Isn't
girl.
that interesting? I mean, she's just a trap. Every single thing about her is a trap. I think
Hold
that's
on
really
a minute. Hold on.
Look
Pause. Isn't Grace Randolph a supposed Batman fan? What I don't understand. Like what she's describing is not Harley Quinn, by the way. But she's excited for it. Like
What's not
she's
the Harley
excited for almost the exact opposite of Harley Quinn.
She wants. Yeah.
I'm a little confused, like what she's.
at it. She's almost going
What's
to
she
touch it, but
gassing
then
up
she
here?
stops herself. Oh, again, I feel this is all manipulative. I feel this is an act. She's like, oh, I'm so innocent. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. So
I don't even
this
know
is
if you know-
reversed.
Like
Are
when
they
people
reversing
be
the roles?
pissed, if that's the
reversing,
case.
Are they reversing the roles of the Joker and Harley Quinn here? Because Joker's really the one.
Yeah.
Because Joker's the one who manipulates Harley, right? As we know from the animated series, the comics, all that. So she thinks that this is the
Yeah, are
opposite.
they gonna? I hope they don't flip it around because that's
You're gonna
honestly that would be corny as hell. I'd rather it just be like they're both crazy.
yeah, that's, yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
Maybe she painted for movies, right? Barbie kind of played off of this as well. It's gorgeous, like this watercolor stuff. Again, it's his colors. It's his color scheme. I mean, it's just
Color
stunning.
scheme.
And I love the way he walks in
She
here with so
keeps
much
saying
more
his color
confidence in his
schemes. I don't-
imagination. And it's his fantasy. Look, that's also what's so smart about it. The way that Todd Phillips is framing this, it's his fantasy.
She's acting like she saw the movie already.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How do you know the context of the
No, in
scene?
reality, she's manipulating the whole thing. Okay? So he's coming in
For
here
all
and
we
she's
know,
like,
this
"Oh,
could
yes, you
be
take charge."
her. This
he
could be
comes
her
in, gentle and
imagination.
loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they dance in front of this gorgeous fake moon. But they're really dancing in the rain on the street. Now here's another
We
question.
do not know
How
that.
did they get out of the
It's
mental
just a cut.
institution?
It's just a
'Cause
cut
she's
in the
clearly someone
trailer.
who can sign
That's a
them
sure
out.
fancy Degrassi.
Now she snuck him out, maybe.
I think
but
she was
she's
hit in the
someone
head
who
with
can get out.
something.
You'll notice that she's actually
This is
never
why I
locked up
say that
anywhere.
Grace should have been in this movie.
Grace.
Yeah.
They came up with a
He's an
plan
insane
for
asylum.
escape, Grace. If you know the Joker and Harley,
Zeke
if you
the
know how they're able to
Wise
escape
calling
Arkham, they
this
come up with
Ha-Ha
plans
Land
to
instead of
escape.
La La Land is pretty freaking brilliant.
That's
You
how they
should work
break
for Warner
out.
Brothers. I don't think La La Land was a Warner Brothers film, though. Darn it, too bad for them. But I love that. All right, so they're dancing. Look at that; they look so in
Why in
love.
front of
Grace
Bob
doesn't know what
It's
parody law
killing
is,
me
but
here.
okay.
All right, and look how he's just so in love. For him, it's very real. So he's running. Okay,
Grace acted like she knows
obviously.
about romance. That's a
I'm
joke.
glad I was here to tell you that.
Oof.
but look,
Damn,
there's
brutal
like another
swigs.
Joker chasing him,
George.
right in the back there.
I can't
And
stand
then
this woman.
and then there's like another kind of
I
like
hate her
sleep,
just
like
as much
middle
as Charles
round
Barkley
Joker.
hates Skip Bayless.
But look, the police are stopping those guys. I wonder if they're not totally going after him. And then look,
No,
they're back
it's
on their own
Superman's
show,
going
but this
after
time
him.
he's sharing it with her. They've got their own variety show, Joker and Harley. And I look at this; he's just jazzing.
You know, I'm
He's just jazzing
guessing
here.
now that
I'm a little
she
nervous.
keeps pausing and I'm seeing all this
I'm a
stuff.
little, you know,
I
hope
really
this
think
doesn't go on
most
for
of
too
this
long,
movie is going to
sequence,
be
right? I
like
get
a
a little
massive
nervous. And
hallucination,
she's
and that's
suddenly
why
a
the
go-go
musicals
dancer,
happen.
right? You're like, okay, this is fine.
I guess
this is
maybe that
okay. I
was
don't want this to be
obvious,
too
but
much of the movie.
it's just a
But I'm liking it
realizing.
so far. You know,
Like I'm
let's see
realizing
what the
now.
song choice is too. If the songs are great, I won't care. Back to reality. Oh, but he doesn't seem to care. He's having a great time. So here she is. This is great. Now pay attention also. By the way, another reference I think they might be using here is Fatal Attraction. I'd be very curious if this was also
Wait, is
Fatal
there-
Attraction because Lady
You said a
Gaga
court
is a very
scene.
good.
This is a court
Glenn
scene
Close
because,
approximate
but it's Hardy
as
here.
well. And you know,
Yeah, this
that
is
was
why.
very
This is
much a
why I
tap
think
for,
that.
John Douglas's
Mhm.
character, Michael Douglas.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
good.
that
Good.
to me is
Yeah,
very
I don't want to say.
So
Okay,
here she is
something
again.
just dawned
She's
on
not
me with
locked
this
up.
movie.
She's able
Pause.
to go to the courthouse, and she.
Could it be possible? Because you know, one of the big theories of the first movie was that none of it actually happened.
Yeah. That's
Do you
possible.
think they will just like instead of it just being a theory, like that's what the movie is? Like all of it at the end, it's just bullshit.
Okay, man. You think people would
Could
be
you
pissed off?
imagine that was something that they did? I don't think that would go over super well,
No, it'll
but
never go well. Won't go well.
I'm like, they could play into that theory more because now
She's
they have the
clearly made
shared
herself
delusions and
the
stuff.
representative supposed to do at Arkham, but again, no one's paying attention. So she's giving him a glow up. Now, Steve Coogan. I love Steve Coogan. I'm such a big Steve Coogan fan. I think he's a perfect fit with this material, right? So he's like, what's changed, Arthur? Clearly, maybe he's a doctor or somebody. Maybe he's Arthur's lawyer. Maybe he's a
He
journalist.
looks like
We don't know.
Jonathan
We'll have
Crane.
to
He looks
see.
like he could be
But
Jonathan
he clearly
Crane.
seems to be interviewing him at
He has a
Arkham. He's
face
like,
and his head
"What's
shape
changed,
for Jonathan
Arthur?"
Crane, huh?
So look at that. Oh,
You
we'll
can-
get to Arthur's answer.
You're not
in
gonna
a
do that,
moment.
obviously, but it looks like he could be
That's
Jonathan Crane.
incredible. I don't know if this is a fantasy sequence or not, or if he really got out of jail. But boy, do they look incredible. They look so great. And by the way, you'll notice it's very subtle. But even in this, with these
I
white stockings,
guarantee
there's
you-
a diamond pattern on Harley's stockings. So I think
If this was a DC movie, an actual DC canon, whatever, not Black Label, if this is Joker and Harley Quinn coming down the doorsteps of the court, I guarantee you would get shot by someone.
They
Come
could
on,
get
you-
shot
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, someone would shoot the Joker, right? Someone would shoot the Joker, right? Because he obviously knows it's a hallucination. Because he know if it's not a hallucination, he would get shot. I'm sorry, Joker would get shot. Hardy would get shot.
Actually, that would kind of be interesting if that happened.
You know,
One of them gets shot.
what are you talking about?
What if they
Him getting
did do that?
shot or
That's
Scarecrow?
interesting. I don't know what I don't know what he's referring to, but
Harvey Dent? No, Harvey Dent was.
wonder
Harvey
who
Dent
the
was.
D. He's yeah, I think he is talking about your Scarecrow thing,
Oh,
man.
it's really cool. But kudos. You know, Harley Quinn isn't trying to be really feminine and very sexy here. She is doing the exact same broken doll.
I'm just guessing,
puppet,
Degrassi.
Yeah.
If I'm
body
right,
language
if I'm
that,
right,
Joaquin Phoenix is
because
doing.
you know our streams blinded, George. Sometimes we've been right about
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be funny if that did happen.
Are we gonna get credit with credit with that?
Well, we got to clip this and save it.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be clipped. Don't worry.
She is very much the female version of his Joker. And I really respect that. To me, that is much more important. Look at that knock knock sign. Does they have a joke? I think that's great. I think that's so fantastic. Now, but I don't even know if the sequence is necessarily
I think
real.
she's on
but
some
it sure
kind of
looks
drugs.
great.
No, she just
So
really loves
we'll
this
see.
first
Is he
movie.
being
So
taken to court? Is there a chance that he's going to get free? Is that maybe what's happening? Are they trying? Is there a movement to get him out?
There's no fucking
saying-
way that
No,
they're gonna
they're
let him
taking
out,
him to
right?
court.
What's changed, Arthur? What's
They're
the
taking him to
difference?
court.
And he's saying, "I'm not alone." Look at that
there's-
shot. He's saying, "I'm not alone
This
anymore." And I
hold
think
on,
it's not
pause.
only Lady
This
Gaga
I
and
will
Harley
have to
Quinn,
give them
but
credit.
obviously,
That's a
Mhm.
beautiful shot. Oh my god. Like whoever did the cost, yeah, Adderall's a hell of a drug. She has to be taking something. I don't like to say that shit, but like the way she talks, it's just how is she able to do it all the time?
Should we do I don't think is Campia. Did Campia do stuff? Maybe we'll do stuff with Campia tomorrow or whatever. Just
Oh
to
god,
ask
what
him.
happened to John Campia?
I think he's at CinemaCon. I actually think he's there.
Oh, what
all
happened
these
to
people who are
Campia
supporting him,
Exposed? We
right?
need some
So
new
I think that
content.
was a big part of the end of the last
I'm
movie.
gonna check John
But
Campia
this shot is
briefly.
incredible. This shot right there, my God, this shot is beautiful.
My
mean,
God.
Yeah, I agree. I
that is
agree.
Joker all the way.
I
He
like
looks
the white
so
suit. The
perfectly,
white
like,
suit,
he's got
it
the
just looks
gangster look of
nice.
Joker. The makeup
It
is
kind of
on
reminds
point.
me of the Dark Knight.
Shadowing is very much like what
Returns.
Alex Ross always does for the
So,
character. I mean,
John
you just don't
Campia
get
did a
better.
live stream basically reporting on the Warner Brothers CinemaCon presentation.
Mm,
It ended about 25 minutes ago. We kind of missed it. Oh well.
no. Screw Campia.
than this. It is just mwah, so incredible. I
Chicken
can't
lady.
believe it. And what is going on? It's
Chicken
his
lady.
wedding.
Oh.
I think she's
Oh
falling
my
in love
God,
with
I'm
Joker.
so sad.
I think she's falling.
for him.
I think she wants.
Okay.
I think she
By
wants
the
a
way, what
threesome.
a change of events that
She
we're
wants a
worried about
threesome, huh?
Joker when it comes to Joker and Harley. I just can't believe that Todd Phillips might have flipped that around. That solves all his problems with the guy audience.
He wait.
And you know what?
Oh
I'll allow
my
it.
God!
You might think that the
Did
rest
you
of us
go
would
there?
be like, "What are you doing?"
She
man?
always
You can't
goes
make a
there.
change like that, but that's okay with me. It doesn't bother me. I think it fits with the material, and that if they're going to keep making all these different variations, they might as well do something interesting with it. So they're getting married at the chapel, the fake cutout stage chapel. I like that shot. I believe that is the the little person that maybe whose life he spared. Remember at the end of the last movie, right? This is so great. She's sure taking her sweet time getting over there, but I mean, he finds it charming, right? So they're gonna get married. Who's gonna
marry them?
officiate?
Yeah, you are, Grace.
So look again. Hold on.
You can
Hold
officiate
on.
them, Grace.
She's not in jail. She's not in jail. She's blowing smoke into his mouth, right? I mean, like, whoa. I mean, again, no one's overseeing these
Maybe
guys.
it's a key.
But like, she's not in jail. She clearly works at Arkham, either as a music therapist or a volunteer. But
She was.
got a lot
How
of
do
back-
we
Some
know
of you
that?
were
We
saying
don't.
maybe
There's
she's
no
totally
evidence for that
imagined.
in the trailer, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
She's
know how
sitting
I
with
feel
him
about- I don't
in
think that she
the
is, to be
with the
honest with you.
inmates
I just think this is a
when
very
they're watching the
relaxed, insane
movie.
asylum.
So I don't know about that.
And she is really smart. I just can't believe they might have changed it. It's just brilliant.
Why can't you believe it? What the hell? What?
All right. So anyway, look at that shot. Oh,
Is she
sorry.
okay? This freaking whole thing has been completely
Ah,
Grassy.
there it
changed.
is.
You remember
Ah,
that
so
when you were in
beautiful,
kindergarten?
so
No, it's like
romantic.
50 years
That's
ago for you,
gorgeous.
man.
You said that was
That's
like
just that's their
50
wedding
years.
day. That just looks.
You have
really,
a great
really
memory.
phenomenal.
I give you kudos for that.
And again, it's
I
framed.
mean,
from
if
his
something is that
perspective.
annoying, it must stick in your brain
Yeah,
for a
it-
lifetime.
Imagine that in the
Brings
movie.
back
They
memories,
frame
huh?
everything from his perspective. It's his romance, and then in the
That's
end,
not a dig
they
at you.
flip it.
It's just amazing memory, man.
and they
That's
show that she's been manipulating him the whole time.
This is also a pretty
And
nice
it's very,
shot too.
you have to pay attention to this kind of
I
stuff.
will admit, I
Framing
mean,
is
the
very
first
interesting.
movie
Right
is
in my
still
era.
well shot. I assume it's
Yeah.
the same cinematographer. I forget his name.
it is.
I watched a video of him talking about cinematography, but yeah, it's really good cinematography. That's probably that's probably the biggest reason why I'm going to this movie is for this. I
As
guess
far
Walking
as back
Phoenix
as
is
I
okay
can-
too.
as far as
That's as far as back I can
Yeah,
go.
I don't think you go. I don't think you remember. I don't think you remember when you were a baby. Like, remember?
Unless he saw Grace Randolph, then maybe he would remember.
The way their heads are tilted, he's in the dominant position. You can still see her very well,
She's thinking
But
about
this
sex.
is very much his story and the way it's lit.
But you
and the
also,
fact
but you
that
said
he
it's
has
her
the makeup
story
on.
too.
I don't know. What is
I
she
wonder if
talking
when she
about that
starts to
it's
put the makeup
highlights
on,
his
the
story?
fingers
They're
start
both
to
in a
change.
silhouette.
When she starts to
Yeah.
put on the clown mask. That
You
would be
you both can
fascinating.
see details. It's not like
All right.
she's like shrouded in
So,
darkness. You can still see their
but
details.
no,
Like
this looks like that looks like the courtroom. At first, I thought that was a nightclub, but that looks like a courtroom. Is he going to sing in court? No, I don't know if he should.
don't let him sing in court.
We'll
Let
see.
him
I don't
maybe
know
shoot
about
up the
that.
court.
That's the
But,
courtroom,
like,
actually. If you
I
look at
don't
the
know about
yeah.
chandeliers,
singing
the
in the court.
chandeliers, that's the courtroom. Okay. So, oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Who doesn't
Hotel
love
Arkham.
this? Hotel Arkham. Vacancy, baby. There's a vacancy.
That's
We're
after the
waiting
imaginary
for
wedding,
you.
right? 'Cause
Come join us.
she's wearing a
Oh,
wedding
I
dress.
love that. That's fantastic.
So that's probably
This
you're probably
little fake
dancing and
Wes
then you get
Anderson
probably laid.
rooftop. That's right. Oh yeah, Batman.
Yeah, this
If
seems
you
like
wanna
this
know,
is part of
Batman
a
would love this
sequence,
rooftop. He's
musical
like, oh, I do love
sequence.
a good rooftop, guys.
Like from
That's
the
fantastic.
where they're getting
Got all the
married.
water towers, but the Hotel Arkham thing is pretty great. I mean, that's just fantastic.
No
The
way.
fact that there's a vacancy is just really well thought out. So he's talking about he's like things are going astray, but you know who this is? Okay, that is Lady Gaga's character. She's out and about, and there's some kind of Joker.
Why
seems
did
to
she
be
say
inciting a
Lady
riot,
Gaga's
right?
character?
You can see that he's giving some kind of interview on the
We know
TV
what she's
stations.
playing.
And I have to say, this reminds me very much of the Catwoman Michelle Pfeiffer origin sequence from Batman Returns, where she sees Batman having an effect on the world. That's right, Marco. We had the same thought. Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns saw that Batman had agency and that he had an effect on the world. And so that's why she became Catwoman to be a female version of Batman with her own twist on it.
No.
And so it almost feels
She was
like
a
a
thief?
villain version of
She went
Batman.
I don't know. Hold on. I'm kind of confused. That happened in Batman Returns? I'm confused.
I don't know which Batman Returns she was watching because that's not the one I saw.
I don't know where the fuck that came from. I seen it like it's been 2 years since I saw Batman Returns, but I don't remember that at all.
Do you remember that, George?
Remember what? Sorry.
But Catwoman basically saw Batman had an effect in the world, and she wanted to become a vigilante like Batman. In Batman Returns.
Even thematically, I don't even understand that point.
Degrassi, you saw the movie. I know you saw the movie. Did that happen? Because I don't remember that happening.
I really, truly do not.
I remember.
Know what she's talking about.
Remember when she fell off. She went back to her apartment, drank milk, made a Catwoman suit, went to a store.
Yeah, like she was fed up with everybody. She was just like, fuck this shit.
She wasn't stopping crime. She was committing crime.
Yeah, I don't think she was. I don't really remember that, honestly.
No.
I feel like that's Grace putting her own, like, that's what she took away from the movie, but I don't think that's what happens. I don't even think that's implied. So
no, she blew up the store. Remember, the store blew up.
Yeah, I don't really get. I don't get her point here.
And didn't she?
But Grace likes to do this. She likes to like put her meaning onto things and make it universal when it's like subjective. That's not what it was.
How can she say that when she concluded the Penguin to frame Batman for that Miss Christmas's death or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a subjective thematic lens she's looking through. I don't think that's what other people took away from it.
I honestly don't think that's subjective at all because that's not what happened in the movie.
Well, how did she get that? How did she even get that idea in her head? That's why
I don't know.
Maybe it must be something. She saw something and thought it was. That's what it.
She eventually did become. She eventually did have become a good guy, kind of, right? But like that was not her intention in the first place.
I don't know. Grace always does that
Todd
kind of
Phillips
weird
is
shit.
creating the same situation where Harley feels she's nobody, and then she sees the effect.
And also, how do you even know? First off, how do you even know that's the case in this movie too?
This is very interesting.
It's a trailer. It's a shot. It's out of context.
Inspiration from the Michelle Pfeiffer origin because that's one of my favorite.
I feel like Grace sometimes like, and I feel. Hold on, pause.
That's right, Eugene. She's a Joker stan.
Oh, you missed about like.
I know we're missing a lot, but this is the thing, right? This is why I feel like there's a problem with this hype stuff because people look at a trailer and then they make all these like crazy
Assumptions.
assumptions that are not in the movie. It's like it's a freaking
They do
trailer.
a lot of
It's
time.
they cut it in a way to make it interesting.
Yeah.
They're not really these sleuths where they're like putting all these like details to make it, intriguing. It's not Marvel, I think, does that a little bit more because they kind of have to play around with the audience and
Okay.
their expectations, but
So the final shot in the Batman Returns, you see Catwoman obviously,
yeah, you see her
but
yeah,
she didn't start out like that. That's the thing.
mildly implied. Yeah, that's what maybe that's what I'm saying. I didn't really get that impression
But she
at
didn't
all.
start. But the difference, she didn't start out that way.
Yeah, maybe you can say that toward the ending, but
Yeah.
like how she started, I don't really see that at all
Yeah.
in the movie. I thought it was more she's just sort of fed up with everything and she wants to have her own agency. That's what I took away from it. Not that she wanted to be like Batman. I didn't really get that.
Here's the thing: we know in the comics, Catwoman does get inspired by Batman, Bruce to eventually change her ways, like her thieving ways, right?
Sometimes, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes, like
but it's always about. It's not. I don't know. I never really like. So I guess that's in some interpretations, but Catwoman has always been sort of an independent character who
yes.
works alongside Batman occasionally. Like she's not really. Sometimes she doesn't even really want to be on the side of Batman, but I don't. That's and also too. I noticed that they don't really play into that a lot. I think they should. It would actually be. That's why I am. Anyway, we're going off track. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You want to go?
Okay.
Yeah, let's. I mean, I wonder how they were able
Let's
to
go
do
here.
this so perfectly. I wonder how many takes it took.
She's gonna see this movie more than once.
And look
which
at
is good.
that. He smiles perfectly and he like comes to life. It is the real him. She is seeing the real him. So even though it's manipulative, it's true. So it's just so gorgeous. And there he is. There's the real him. And he's so happy and he feels he's met his soulmate, even though I think there's a very good chance that she's evil.
He's
all right.
evil.
And then they're like Joker, Folie à Deux. October 4th. Get
Why?
excited. And I'm
So
like, we are like, we are excited. We can't wait.
Skip in.
So I think that was.
I mean, looking at this again, even though I said it was okay, I'm actually a little bit more intrigued.
She wants a
about this
Joker.
movie.
She wants a Joker to be a cock. Whoever's a cock in this relationship, right?
Whoa.
She wants
totally-
to be the Harley in this
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, she definitely,
Yeah.
she wants to be like prancing around New York, reenacting this movie.
Oh God, please don't.
You think
No.
she should go? George, you ever been to that a stair?
Like, look at that face
center
that she
in
has
New York?
on her right
No,
now.
I've never been to those stairs.
Do you know where it is? How about
In the
one
Bronx
day,
somewhere.
all three
Yeah,
of
isn't it
us
in
go-
Harlem? Yeah.
No, in the Bronx somewhere.
All three of
Oh.
us will go
Harlem's
there one
not the
day.
Bronx.
We'll go there one day, and all three of us will do the dance.
I thought it was in Harlem, but okay.
We'll do the dance together, all three of us one day.
Is it like what? So, okay, where is the Bronx then? I'm confused now.
It's where Yankee Stadium is, right, George?
Oh.
Yankee Stadium's in the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know really anything about New York. I honestly thought the Bronx was Harlem, so that should tell you.
No, Harlem is,
Yeah.
isn't Harlem in Manhattan? A district in Manhattan, George? Right? Because Manhattan is like a bunch
Yeah,
of
like
districts.
the upper part of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Like when I went to New York, first off, I don't
you
know
played
how you
Spider-Man.
guys live in New York.
You
That
played
place.
Spider-Man. You played Spider-Man. You have a map of New York.
No, yeah, but you can still. I'm confused. Like I walked around Manhattan and I mean I was in Brooklyn most of the time, but
I was.
that place is overwhelming as hell. Oh my God, it's
New
like
York is overwhelming as hell, man.
it
New York is-
feels just like everywhere you go, it's just fucking buildings, buildings. It's like holy shit.
Oh. You don't need a car for that city. You don't really don't.
Yeah,
need
I don't know how people drive in New York. It's crazy.
I don't
they
know.
drive
You've
horribly.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you're able to do it in New York. I mean, you're in Long Island, right? How often you go to like the main you go to Staten Island, right? How often you go to like the main land, like Manhattan or like whatever, George?
Every once in a while. If anything, I visit Manhattan more than I visit the other boroughs.
Mm.
Because you can take express bus to the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the bus and the subway. Holy shit, you would get confused.
There's so
You would get
we
lost
we only have
easily.
we only have a couple lines here. In New York, there's like
Yeah,
so many of them.
there's way to yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even in other Canadian cities, like in Montreal, it's very similar to Toronto.
Yeah.
And other
It,
places
it,
too.
it is a problem though, because Toronto's getting bigger and bigger, and we kind of need more lines. in The
Well,
subway.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, they need more lines connecting to the other cities. That's the thing.
And the problem is blinded is because the construction here in Toronto is horrible.
Yeah, but that's also because they're building the underground line system too.
Yeah, but how long is that? They're building that for like
They've
10
been
years
building
now?
that for how long?
Forever.
Well, that's why they say there's summer and then there's construction season
Yeah, it's bad
because
here,
it's
man.
only construction here. Oh, God knows what they're fucking building, but there's always construction.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Do they have a subway in Nashville? You know what? You know Los Angeles, right? People complain about the traffic there all the time. One of the biggest cities, it doesn't have a subway
Yeah.
system.
That's crazy, but that's because they never.
The mountains, and all that.
That's insane.
Yeah, because of different areas. It's because of the mountains, right? The high elevation and mountains and stuff.
Right.
Right.
But they
It's
don't have
hard.
like a. They don't need a subway. They could have a transit system though. They could have like
Monorail,
streetcars.
maybe, I don't know.
Jeez, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
New York.
I mean, oh, okay.
So, where's Catherine Keener? That's good. Don't tell us too much. I don't want to see too much. I think they showed a lot in this trailer, quite frankly.
Oh yeah, Bus is here.
Jake says, what are your favorite Joker Harley comics that you would recommend? Definitely Mad Love. You got to read Mad Love. There aren't a
obviously.
lot of really great Joker Harley comics, to be honest with you. You got to
There's
watch
not
the
really a
animated
lot
series,
of them
all the episodes that they
because
did
they're
together. And I
fucking
would watch the
Batman
new
villains.
Joker Harley show. You know, the new Harley
When
Quinn
did
show.
when did the
Max?
fucking villains
Great
get
show.
comics on
Really
their own?
recommend that.
It's like really rare.
You guys always think
Unless they're
something.
anti-heroes, it's totally
so
different.
much vodka. I'm just naturally having a good time, man.
To be honest, though, like the
Video says
Joker and
Tariq
Harley
Service is a month
relationship
away from
is
Beetlejuice.
it's
No,
not
Beetlejuice
that
will play out in
interesting. I
time.
gotta be honest. Like
everyone
after
will
the
go see
Mad
Beetlejuice
Love and a
then
couple
they'll
of
see Joker. It's also you want this release date
showcasing
for
the
Joker because
abusive
that's what the first movie had.
relationship,
You want
I
to
don't
copy the
like where
release
else
schedule,
is there
so
to go
don't mess with it too
other
much.
than
The
they
Arkham
break up.
series. Arkham series. That's it.
Let's see. Steven
Well,
says
the Arkham
using
series
delusional
is that
musical
abusive
numbers is a great way to
relationship.
add more
Kind of
fantasy
is,
to
yeah,
Joker
part
to
of
Yeah, but
give
it's
it
not
that
the but the main they're not. It's
Can't
not even the
wait to
main
hear
focus.
Gaga
I guess.
sing. I hope.
Wow,
Yeah.
no,
Again,
I
it's gonna
guess
be they have to have the perfect balance, but we'll see.
I guess maybe
Bug says my
Harley
theory is that she's
goes
part of
on
his
her own and
mental.
lines herself
Part
to
of
the
his
Gotham
mental,
City
he is
Sirens.
both
I don't know.
characters, or Harley is
I
completely
don't
in
even.
his
I
head.
even when like
So far,
Harley
she doesn't
broke
interact
away
with
and was
any.
like
Oh,
doing
that's
her own
interesting.
thing,
But she does
like the
interact with
TV
the crowd
show.
at the
I don't know
Yeah.
that stuff never. I
That's a
struggle
good.
to get
That's a
into the
good
TV
catch,
show.
Bug.
Like it's
Let's
okay,
hear.
but I
Gilberto
mean,
says, "I want that
I
as
just
a
never
poster."
kept up.
That is a-
Harley.
this
The
poster
thing is,
right
Harley
here, that is
doesn't feel the
beautiful.
same without Joker involved, like in some way.
Yes, he says.
Well, I think they
don't
gotta
like
do
how people are
something
negatively
different. Like they can't just be
comparing
like.
Gaga and Margot's Harley Quinn.
What I don't understand is how come
Margot
she's like,
Robbie did a
oh,
really nice
Joker's
job, and she said she
abusive, but
always wanted
then
Harley
she's
to be a
still a
character that
villain.
many actresses would portray, and she's
Like
excited
she's still
to hear
doing the
everyone's
exact
different
same
take
shit
on the
he's
character.
doing.
And a lot of people have played Joker. I think that I have to say, I'll be honest with you. I guess I kind of did it a little myself, and I think the reasoning is that a lot of us who are Harley Quinn fans were a little upset with how the character was changed by the live action movies. It's not Margot Robbie's fault, but I think Margot Robbie truly did not understand Harley Quinn. So I think that.
What are you talking about?
I think we're.
Explain.
I don't know
less about
what
the
she's talking
actresses
about
and
here.
more being excited
She
about
was
the
she
character
was Harley
finally
Quinn.
being done right. That to me is.
I
what
feel like
think
the
is most
movies
important.
didn't really show enough of Harley Quinn.
Adam Sphere says,
Yeah,
is this
but she
Joker
Like
still
what
unlikable?
exact?
No, I don't
Like-
think so. I
Acted
think
like
it's what
Harley
makes
Quinn,
him
right?
different.
Like the only
Why
movie
even
that
have
you
a
could
different
say
set of movies with him?
changed her was her own movie.
Let's see here. Oh,
Yeah.
Gramos, I'm so
Suicide
glad you're
Squad.
enjoying
She
the
was
breakdown.
Harley Quinn. She acted like Harley Quinn.
Oh, hold on. I'm going back
you
here.
Yeah, like sometimes I feel like Grace,
Going
like
back
what
here.
like Like Grace is acting like Harley Quinn. Yeah,
Wow,
like
super.
Harley Quinn
Thanks for all your wonderful
before all
questions and
of
comments.
when she stepped
Oh,
out
that's
and doing
pretty
her
good.
own stuff and
I,
when she got her own
I know,
comics.
I know you hate
She's acting
Suicide.
like she was a character that had like all this depth. There really is not a lot of stories with Harley Quinn.
Actually, yeah, I know. I hate Suicide Squad now, but the game, but Harley Quinn in the game, that's how Harley Quinn is. That's how Margot Robbie acts similar to the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
I don't know what Grace is talking about.
Yeah,
There's just not a lot of
there's
stuff with Harley Quinn in it. Like Harley Quinn is kind of she's never even really been a major threat. She's always been the fucking
she
side
she can be, but yeah, it's like yeah,
but she really isn't. Like Batman doesn't really take her seriously.
it's
I mean
true. It's true. It's
so
true.
it's I don't know where she's really getting some of this from. This
Even
is
the
like more recent stuff.
the Arkham games really showed how that she could be a serious threat after Joker's death. That like
Maybe, but even that game,
yeah.
like that game
Uh,
wasn't like that was a a group effort. It's not
Yeah.
really focusing on her. There's nothing new there either. Like a lot of
Mhm.
the stuff that's in that game is just repeated from, the
Mhm.
TV show. But, like this is like I feel like in the last 6 years, I don't remember when the first time Harley Quinn had a solo comic. I think I want to say it's either 2015 or 16 maybe. I don't know. But this is fairly recent stuff we're talking about. So I feel like the reason why there isn't any great stuff is because she's always been a side kind of character. She's not that
She
interesting.
became
She has the one interesting story that she has is a
she
comic based
became
on the animated show.
she became a threat once she formed the Gotham City Sirens. Like they're not as
Yeah, but
that's
even
when
that, even
yeah.
that, it's like no, I don't really agree with this. I think sometimes Grace likes to do this. She kind of builds up
I
characters
mean, a lot of people like
that
to do
were
with Harley
never
Quinn though. That's the thing. Not just her.
people like Harley Quinn, but that doesn't mean that there's a
Yeah.
bunch of stories with her. I don't even think her comic sells that well. Like the way Grace talks about, you would think everybody, Harley Quinn is like a top tier Batman villain. She's a top tier Batman villain because she's well known. She's been in a lot of stuff,
No,
but
no.
she's not. She doesn't have iconic stories with
If I
Batman.
t- if I talk top comic book villains, Batman villains, Joker's obviously up there. You got to go Scarecrow. You got to go Bane. You got to go Two Face, Penguin. Like I can think of five. I can think of 5 to 7 before Harley.
I don't
I
feel.
can even think of 10. I
No,
can think of
I would
10.
say like it's not that she's not a top character. Like people know Harley Quinn as a Batman
She's
villain. I'm saying that she just doesn't have she doesn't have the same interaction that she does with Batman with those other top tier villains. You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
everybody knows um you know different stories with all the top villains.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the comics or whether it's in the movies or it's in the games. Like even in the Arkham games, like Harley Quinn is always pushed aside. Like like he literally in I think in most like in Arkham Asylum, like she was there because she was helping the Joker and shit. But you don't even really face her. She comes at you and you literally I think they even that's like a tutorial in the game. I might be wrong of where the placement is,
Oh,
but she
oh, oh.
literally comes at you in Arkham
Arkham.
Asylum
No,
and you
no.
just
Arkham. Arkham City is the tutorial.
where you take where you gotta like counter her.
Flicker. Yeah, that's
Yeah, okay,
in
okay.
the
I thought it was
church.
Arkham
Remember?
Asylum.
Yeah, that was Arkham City. It was Arkham City
Okay,
at the
okay. Yeah,
church.
I got mixed up. But
After the Two Face mission at the beginning,
right, okay.
if you get the DLC, yeah.
But there's something in Arkham Asylum that's like that too. There
She's
has to be because I'm also like because
I don't even.
she's there in Arkham Asylum, but
Hmm.
like a Poison Ivy gets her own boss
I think you
fight.
do. I think you do count her also in Arkham Asylum, and you put her into that cage cell where I think it was Mister Freeze's cell or something like that.
Yeah, it's like it's
Both versions you do count to her.
I guess yeah, actually it might have been that. Yes, where the breakout scene where you have to
Yeah,
and when
I think.
the
I
inmates are
think.
coming at you and stuff.
Yeah, I think Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, all you do is counter her, and that's it.
Yeah, and then in Arkham Knight, obviously she tries to kidnap Robin, and she's trying to break out the other Jokers. But I don't know, she's not. She's really there because of Joker. She's not there on her own
Yeah.
accord. Yeah, like it's not. I don't know. So I don't really understand. I take that back. I do understand the fixation of Harley Quinn. I just don't think she's.
She's not like Poison Ivy, right? Where Poison Ivy is a legit threat. Who like?
I mean,
I
it's
think-
not even just that. They just haven't done anything with her new. It's like the new thing that they're trying to do with her is that she's an anti-hero that she broke
Yes, true.
away from.
The
But
Joker.
she's not even a good anti-hero. She's still a villain. She just does all these crummy, terrible things. She's not like
yeah,
a
she's done all these
relatable character.
She's done all these horrible things with the Joker before.
Yeah. The only thing that makes her relatable is the fact that oh my God, she left an abusive relationship. Maybe it's because I'm a guy. I don't know if that's the reason why I think that's not a big deal, but she left an abusive relationship, and apparently that now makes her on the level of being a good anti-hero. I think there needs to be something else. There needs to be something a little bit more there. I don't know. I might have just offended a bunch of people, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's weird.
The way Grace Randolph talks about certain things, I've noticed is that it just feels like she's hyping up stuff or hyping up certain characters that most people are not hyped about. You know, like
she has a tendency of doing that. But then again, there's the same woman that said, "I liked Morbius, and you're bullying this movie."
yeah, like where's all these Harley Quinn fans, so to speak? Why just because people are dressing up as Harley Quinn and on Halloween, I guess that's the
But
same
very
people
appropriate.
reading the comics. Like
Very appropriate clothing too, huh? That Harley Quinn would remember what was Harley Quinn wears. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Like what exactly I'm
Well,
curious
yeah.
though, what exactly is she expecting the movies would do with Harley Quinn?
yeah. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the stuff that of her going off on her own is new stuff, which is pretty much the only relevant stuff that Harley Quinn has done. So if you go anything after or before that, there's nothing else.
I feel like Harley Quinn, she says a lot of dumb stuff, but I feel like she says a lot of dumb stuff on purpose.
Well, I
think
think
she actually-
she says dumb stuff on purpose. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Or it's
Like-
a bit of brainwashing.
Yeah, or that too. Yeah, because there's times where she sounds very very smart, right? Like very intelligent.
Right.
If you're in the Arkham games,
Well, she's supposed to be very intelligent.
Yeah. So and I just think sometimes she has lapse in judgment, I guess. Where
If
she'll
you
say-
really think about it, though, she could be a manipulative villain, like a very good manipulative Batman villain, where she plays both sides because she is smart, right? She could lead Batman into thinking that she's changed and rehabbed, or she got rehabilitation, but that's not
she
the case.
has in the animated series. I think the last episode or one of the last episodes of this show, when she said she left the Joker, but secretly she didn't really leave the Joker. Batman believed
Right.
her, right?
But play into that a little bit more, like have a character arc or an arc just about that.
Yeah.
Because that would be interesting.
Well, I think we should end it here, man. It's almost
Yeah.
midnight, all right. So, any plans for you guys, George? And I'm gonna call you Wolverine. No, I'm kidding. I'm blinded.
Yeah, Wolverine. I'll come on stream as Wolverine going forward.
You have to talk like Wolverine too, Bub.
Bub. Yeah, I was saying that in the beginning when you said hi. I was like, "What's up, Bub?" And then you guys didn't hear me, so I was like, "Fuck."
Oh. I hope we hear in the Deadpool movie, Bub.
Hopefully.
Did it say it all in the other stuff? I don't remember. He
says
Jack.
it occasionally.
Okay, occasionally. Okay.
Oh, has Hugh Jackman said Bub?
Yeah.
I don't think he's done it that often. He's probably done it in the first couple of movies. I don't remember him saying it that much. I got to go back and watch those movies.
All right, George, go ahead and I'll let Blinded. Go, George. I know you. Okay.
I mean, you can find me at the George. I think this weekend I'm gonna review War for the Planet of the Apes to prepare for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
As far as streams go, I don't know what my next stream topic is gonna be. But I do have a spring break coming up, so maybe around spring break I'll do a stream. Yeah, you can find me at the George.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still working on that Alan Wake video. This is a long ass video, so trying to edit it and get it perfect. So when it's ready, it's ready.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for coming on. I don't know what my next show is going to be. Let's talk pop will come up something maybe later this week. I'll have to figure out something. Yeah, but thank you for coming on. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Take care, guy.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.